the old Trisha, isn't she? So she's got the support. So no matter what, if you go into Miss Red and call her out and bullshit, say you've said this, you're going to be attacked, you're going to be undrawn and
So no
quartered,
matter
you're going
what,
to
if
be
you
all
go
over the
into Miss Red and
FYP,
call her out
and
and
there's
bullshit,
nothing you
say
can do
you've
about it
said
on
this, you're
TikTok.
going to be attacked, you're
She
going to be
uses her
undrawn.
followers
So no
to
matter
snare
what, if you
myself
go
out.
into Miss Red and there's nothing you can do about it on TikTok.
You're going in and out. You've gone and looked at something and thinking, thank you, Shannon. And you're always going to be attacked from Miss Red, but Miss Red never going to open up to facts. She's never going to turn around and say what she really says. She's always going to bullshit. She's always going to pull away from what she's done in the app. She turned around and said about her calling out of a racist, and because I know she's a full-blooded racist. She goes, Ricky, what did you do when you dressed up as Hitler? Number one, I never dressed up as Hitler. Number two, my hair was flicked around. I had a moustache, and I went like that with my hand. And my daughter, who's mixed race, by the way, Jamaican, then took a picture of me and said that, and it was put on my Instagram for everybody to see for years and years, because it's over a decade old. Nothing to do with racism, but people look to say because he was a Hitler, and you're a racist. I've never used a racist slur in my life ever. But I know it's deflection, isn't it? It's deflection. But anyway, going on to Miss Red. Miss Red, oh God's
We're
sake.
nearly there. We're at 4K. Isn't
Miss
it
Red. So
funny how quick?
this is what Miss Red said. Yes, Hoodie. This is what Miss Red said about me and Ems. So no matter what she says, she says different now. But this is what she was like from the beginning. Hang on.
You're only on
Rick,
4K
I'm only
live.
bloody winding you up.
Guys, can we get up to 10k likes? My girlfriend does not like. It's funny, Wink, that my messages was played by Evil Queen on live all over the social media platform, and that's it. So I will play the messages, and I don't care because I thought the low and the low one. I
Low
feel like the
one.
whole Jesus
Okay.
thing. I'm a big believer in Jesus Christ. I love my Lord, but I can't do
And
it on my
just to
main
let
account. So.
everyone know, you may have sent a little video around, but you absolutely didn't send it to Pearl. Why did she
At the
lie?
end of the day, the video, what they're talking about, was a video that was sent to Elsa Frost. Elsa Frost then got it and sent it everywhere because Ems was saying stuff about my manhood. She sent it everywhere. So it was all across the media platform. Everybody had it, even my old mods. And I was like, you know what I mean? And that is against the law. And Miss Red said to me, no matter what, send it me. I want to see on her live. Miss J was on the live. She goes, send it me. I want to see the video. And me at the time, drinking on narcotics, sent her the video, which I shouldn't have done. Do you know what I mean? So Pearl and everybody had access to that video. It was going around. Do you know
You
what I mean?
never
So
directly sent it
yeah, this
once
is what
to
I'm
Pearl.
saying.
Why
It's
did
like
she lie?
pardon?
I said you never once sent it to Pearl. Why did she
Why do
lie?
you keep? I'm talking about the video. Everybody had access to the video.
Yeah, but Pearl said you sent it to
It
her
was years ago.
directly.
It was 2 years ago. Boozy. It was 2 years ago. It's not anything new. This happened a long time ago. It's just was being said about me on the app. I sent it to somebody personal, and it was her who sent it across the app, not me. It was Elsa Frost. She did it. She sent it to my enemies and everything, which was embarrassing. You know what I mean? I felt belittled and demoralised, and people were then slating me and slagging me off and saying stuff. That's what it was. Humiliated when people started demoralising you. And back then, being an alcoholic and on narcotics, I was in a bit of a low place. Do you know what I mean? And when people say derogatory stuff about you, it does affect you mentally and emotionally. But as Miss Red saying it, Miss Red asked for that video, no matter what she did. And like I said, it was a long time ago. Anyway, going back to what you said about Ems.
I don't bloody mean it. I know you wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot fucking barge pole, do you know what I mean?
So that's what she said about Ems. Let's play it again.
Rick, I'm only bloody winding you up. I don't bloody mean it. I know you wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot fucking barge pole, do you know what I mean?
So that's what she said about Ems. Because I proved to her that I'd left Ems'
Such so two-faced. She'll say anything for clout.
Who's that? Oh, this is when I left Ems at the time, and Ems was in the living room. And that's me left the house, so on the same day, but that's a long time ago, but that's not the story. But look at this. This is like, oh, there's loads and loads and loads. I'm gonna play everything. I'm just gonna play some relevant stuff. I could play loads.
Oh, thanks, Ricksta. Oh, what a lovely message. Yeah, we're okay now, aren't we? We've had our ups and downs, but you know, we get there. Yeah, Elsa, she's a strange one, isn't she? Do you know what I mean? I've not actually personally done anything to her. She come in my room attacking me, calling me a fat cunt and everything. Do you know what I mean? She's the one with the problem, not me. But I just ignore her. I just don't even bite to her. Not that I'm scared of her, because I have offered her out before. Yeah, just
Miss Red wants to fight. Now, people went on there today. I had a say to Miss Red because she was slating stuff about Talia. Never once did I threaten Miss Red or say anything. Back in the day, when in a good place, me and Red have never got on. Me and Miss Red have never ever got on. For a while, we did. Do you know what I mean? Because really thought that she was a genuine person, and she was genuine. I had her back many times. She'd been upset. I know she used to send the messages, "You okay? How you doing? Hope you're feeling all right today. Hope everything's great." And then she'd fall out with the likes of EQ and things like that. And like I said, she's always been an EQ fan. She's always been there. Before she even had a platform, she used to come in my live and slate me. She didn't like me. I mean, I was the biggest gifter on the app. I was doing really, really well. And for her to turn around and say I never had thousands of views is just absolute and utter bullshit.
don't buy into it. Yeah, just these trolls, man. They want you gone, don't they? It only seems to happen when I fall out with Evil Queen. When I fall out with her, that's when it starts. You know, she's got a
Welcome to my world.
massive fucking troll army, troglodytes, and
But we've got Evil Queen's trolls, and not only we've got Evil Queen, we've now got Miss Red's trolls because at the end of the day, she's got a massive platform. So we're never going to win the likes of these. We're never going to win. You know what I mean? It's never going to happen. But what we can do is keep growing the account. If we want to become on TikTok, and just keep growing and growing and growing. And that's no one's going to ever. I've been on this app for 5 years. I've had the worst of the worst said about me. The worst of the worst. I'm a con man. I rip people off. I'm this. I'm all the stuff. Miss Red's had people in her box telling lies about me. Telling lies, knowing it's lies and still had them in there. And then after found out it was the truth, but never once come on there and said, you know what, Ricky, I'm sorry about any of that. And I tell her lie, she did. She sent me an Instagram message saying sorry. She did.
once she's, you know, got a bee in a bonnet and she's not getting what she wants, friendship, whatever, it's attack, attack, attack. But her day will come. That person's day will come. Trust me.
Yeah, it will come. It will come.
And have a lovely week. I ain't even had a drink. Have a lovely weekend, darling. Take care.
So this is what it means with Miss Red. Miss Red likes you when it suits her. When it suits her, you know what I mean? She likes you. And then when she's got an opinion or she think, oh, do you know what? Well, she wants to team back up or befriend EQ again. She would then jump on the bandwagon. But you know what I mean? Right from the top, she's like, right from the top. This is Evil Queen, by the way. Oh, she's like this. This is about Evil Queen. She's crazy, isn't she? Full of it. She said you fake them, ha ha. I would just stay well away. All that does is lie and manipulate Brad. Was groomed or feel sorry for him. Surely you had done anything there. There would be sexual messages. She's not shown them. Evil Queen could never show any sexual messages or anything because nothing happened like that. Do you know what I mean? She could show one thing. Do you know what I mean? And she's never shown anything. She's never shown pictures of us in a restaurant, in a hotel, because it was always lies. Miss Red knew this, but then Miss Red says this and goes, "Oh, Ricksta, I believe you." Why did she show this? But then all of a sudden, "Oh, no, I believe Evil Queen now." Yeah, because Evil Queen's got a massive platform with massive gifters, and she tries to draw the audience over because it's all about earning a few quid. It's all about money. It's not about telling the truth and being open and honest. It's about generating more views, more content. So every time she posts a video, she gets it, and she's doing it. You know what I mean? She is a massive on TikTok. Nowhere else, by the way, just on TikTok. She's massive on TikTok. She's got the platform. You know what I mean? This is their lives. The Orcs of EQ and Mishra, this is their life. They come in here for the clout, for the gifts, and I mean it pays nice stuff. They got nice holidays, they get a wage every week. They do ever so well. You know, some people off the app, other creators have got a life. Do you know what I mean? So it's like yeah, so she says one thing and then does another.
But this is what press have done from the dawns of time, and Miss Red thinks she's a little, journalist for the FYP News. You have to run with the narrative. So if the narrative serves her one way, that's the way she'll go, and that's how she makes the most money. Newspapers have been manipulating people like that for years.
Yeah.
Rick, I'm only bloody winding you up. I don't bloody mean it. I know you wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot fucking barge pole, do you know what I mean? Oh,
So there she's
Rick, I'm
go
only
again.
bloody winding you up. I don't bloody mean it. I know you wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot fucking barge pole, do you know what I
Let's just
mean?
play it again now. So
Oh,
what Misread really said and believed.
Rick, I'm only bloody winding you up. I don't bloody mean
Stop
it.
playing it.
I know you wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot fucking barge pole, do you know what I mean? Oh, no, sorry, Rick. I didn't think about your girlfriend, but obviously she knows it's not going to be true. You're sleeping with that little rat anyway. I won't do it again. I promise. All right.
So she said she'd never do it again or say anything, but she just can't help herself because she does it for the views and the platform. Do you understand what I mean? Always going on the same subjects every single day. It's crazy. But anyway, coming off that, there's loads I could show you about Misread, what she said in the fact about other creators and things like that. But I'm not going to bore you with it. Do you know what I mean? Because one minute she can't stand Miss of Evil Queen, hates her guts, can't stand her. Next she's your friend. Next she's calling her a little rat. And she and other stuff. I don't believe this. She's full of shit. Where's the sexual messages or the pictures? And the next thing you know, I believe Evil Queen. What is it? Do you believe me or Evil Queen? Do you know what I mean? Well, she'll go back on today because now she's fell out with she ain't talking to me or Talia. She'll then go out there again and then spin the narrative with her thousands of followers and views and say it was Ricksta's did this, Ricksta was at the fault, Evil Queen's telling the truth, and then obviously join forces because that's what happens when you fall out with one person who is against you. Then they've got another person that come against you. So the likes of Evil Queen and Misread together, you don't stand a chance, do you? Because they've been going far too long and they're always going to spin the narrative and this is where the abuse is going to come
Well,
in from
hang on
right
a
to left.
minute. You do stand a chance. Every dog has its day, and when people like you start exposing them for what they are, then people will start to see.
Exactly. So
Not
on the
everyone
stat,
has your confidence to do stuff like this and start showing evil people and the backstabbing and the blackmailing and the secret messages. Well, it's all going to come up now.
this is what I'm saying. Hang on, this is stupid.
And it was only a couple of days ago when Pearl was like, oh, Ricksta, me babby, oh, Ricksta, hi, Ricksta, me babby. I always said she was a bad egg. Now
But
look
this is
how
what it
she's
is with the
turned
likes
on
of
you.
Pearl. I've been there for Pearl as well. Do you know what I mean? I've been there. Yeah, but I absolutely love Wishred because you go over and watch her every day. You watch the Trisha account. Basically, she's Trisha and she's gonna have her audience. She's gonna have a love.
Trisha Goddard.
You're not gonna compete with you know what I mean, Donna Goddard. You're just not gonna do it.
Donna
She's been
Goddard.
going far too long. And stuff has been said about her before. She's done stuff and she's managed to battle through, get her account back, build back up a platform, and do okay. And she'll continue to do so. But I honestly believe that one day these people have downfalls and come crashing down. And they crash and burn. Do you know what I mean? I've been at the top and then hit the bottom because I probably wasn't being the best person. But TikTok isn't my life. I don't depend on TikTok. I don't depend on the gifts. You know what I mean? I don't. They do. There's a difference. So if they lost their account, they've been.
Their gifts pay their mortgage and pay, well, their rent. I don't think any of them got a fucking mortgage, but their gifts pay their rent and pay their lives. This is just fun for us.
We've
And
misread, right?
preaching the word.
Misread Donna Monteith. Donna used to come in. Hang on, but how she spoke about how she spoke about my missus was disgusting. This is why I'm throwing up alive. But misread for some reason, I know her followers logs of Pearl because I'm disgusted in Pearl. When misread followed up alive and started belittling Talia and calling Talia names, saying she couldn't sing and chatting shit about her, right? Talia then went in and defended herself. And then all of a sudden, I went in and said a few pieces. And I'll play the video so you can listen to it. Then all of a sudden, Pearl's going, you're bullying women. What? Bullying me. So you can say what you want about me and my girlfriend. And any men who's in here now, would you stand up for your girlfriend if she was being attacked by a woman talking about with thousands of followers and views, saying stuff that's not true? Would you stand up for her? Would you go, oh, sit back and not do anything? And to be called a bully, like what the fuck? By two racists? Do you know what I mean?
And I never ever came for Misread. I never came for Misread. I was always just having it out with EQ. I don't know why Misread inserted herself, as she does, into somebody else's beef.
Back in the day when I used to speak anything about someone, if anybody come for me, whether it be man, woman, or beast, and it's true, I'd go for anyone. So don't tell me that I've only come on. I've attacked anybody who's attacked me. Every time I've had said something to someone and had to go back, it's always they've come for me first. Never once can you show me any highlights on this app that I've gone for someone first. They've always come for me or told lies about me. And then when I defend myself, I'm the bad guy. Oh, do you know what? Rick's the bad guy. It's all Ricksta. It's Ricksta this, Ricksta that. So I get the flack. It's all, but do you know what I mean? I've learned to deal with it and live with it. I always defend myself, and I'll defend my own. If I care about someone and I love them and I know they're in the right, I'm going to defend them. It's as simple as that. And you can attack me and call me what you want. And that's it. So don't come and say, "Oh, Rick, stuff you said something." I've been said appalling things been said about me, and you. Well, how is that justifiable? Anyway, let's go to the video.
Went for a woman.
Oh, that's just...
How can you say I'm desperate to be TikTok famous? What's the matter with you?
Well, you are, darling. I'm sorry.
What? Well,
Oh,
wouldn't I
is
be
there any
doing,
mods
like, a
in here?
daily
Is
show?
there any
I'd be
mods going to
singing
mute
on
these
here, I'd be doing the
comments,
Well, this
guys?
is something that you've done already. You've had your sing songs and you've done your lives. It just never worked for you.
No, do you know why? Because
Listen, Talia's got come on TikTok. She's got lots of social media platforms. I know Talia personally well, being my girlfriend's lots. So her life isn't TikTok. How often do you see Talia come live on her account and start doing anything? So don't say she's tried. I've been in her lives back in the day. She's done the Red Room when she had hundreds of people in there getting multiple gifts. I know, so I was sending hundreds of pounds, and she was doing phenomenally well. But she don't need TikTok. She's got a life. She works. She's got other stuff. And I'm not just defending her. I'm telling the truth. She's openly honest. Do you get what I mean? So I don't know what she's saying that about. Thinking this is your life, misread. You depend on TikTok. This is your living. It's not Talia's living. There's a difference.
I've got to put my focus in a real.
Miss Red has her daily show every single day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6, where she's got a slot, where she's got her audience, where she gets her gifts, and it's her work. Talia's never done that. If Talia stayed on this account every day, right, for the next 3 to 4 months, spoke about someone every day, different creators, I'll guarantee you now she'd build up an audience. And so would most. I don't care if you're the most boringest fucker on the app, you are going to build up an audience. It's as simple as that. People have got to like you. You know, I mean, Talia's got the local factor. She could do what Miss Red stuff, but she don't want to. She don't want to bring people down. She wants to bring people up. She don't want to rise people back to the bottom. She wants to rise people up. This is why we've got to account of God and account of faith. But what we won't be is spoken about. And, you know what I mean? And when you can start saying, "Oh, Ricksta, you're a man of God," and we are people of God. But no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And when God came into the world, Jesus, he came to divide. He came to turn son against father and mother against daughter. That's what he came to do. He came to divide. So when people say, "No, he didn't," yes, he did. I'm afraid he did, because now everybody's getting into the sacred place, believe it or not. And they can say what they want, but that's my faith. I am going to defend my own people, especially when I know if the person's in the wrong for doing what they're doing. Talia is amazing. She is. Christians do. Ferret face, you always come in my lives every single day to belittle, and you've obviously got a problem with me. You don't like me, and that's fine. But you're just going to get blocked. Do you know what I mean? Who's without sin among us? Let them cast the first stone. That's the truth. Ferret face, whoever is without sin, then cast the first stone. And you shouldn't be judgmental. But Jesus Christ did come to, you know what I mean, to conquer. Do you know what I mean? He came to divide and conquer. It's true. Yes, Woody. Let's go back to the video anyway.
Your singing career, something you don't know about, and that's why you live off the back of everybody's drama. You're not even in the drama, like you're clawing the gutter of the drama.
And she's telling the truth, Talia. She is clawing the gutter of drama. And I wish I had it on my other account because we have bigger numbers in here. She claws the dirt from the curbs, man, to bring people down. And you can say, "Oh, yes, bring people." She don't bring anybody up. She don't. She brings everybody down. The more chaotic it is, the more and she don't care who she turns on. She'll turn on anyone. Anyone. And I'll play you a little video as that to prove that. She does turn on anyone.
That's your talent. That's your talent.
No,
You're
actually,
mostly famous. You're mostly famous on here for telling everyone that your husband bangs you twice a week like you're a lucky girl.
Well, you're mostly famous, darling, for hanging around with Alpha Bar.
Oh,
I don't think so. I wasn't on the X Factor for millions and millions of viewers to see back in 2017. Got into the finals. Not only that, she was number 1 in the Apple Music charts on 3 occasions. She was number 12 in the UK charts with King's Daughter as a group. She's wrote for films. So people who know Talia, who are a fan of Talia's, know who she is. Maybe some of you know her, maybe some of you don't, but believe me, she's famous, not infamous like you misread. It's true.
I thought it was me being with Ricky.
Darling, at least half the TikTok haven't seen Simon's Tallywhacker because Ricksta's sent a few videos around of his helicopter.
I'm sorry, Miss Red, but before you go back at my Tallywhacker, which is well known about this helicopter video, what ran around nearly 2 years ago, by the way, you asked me for that video when you were live with Miss Jane there and said, please send it to my Instagram. Straight up facts. Well, you're going to deny that as well, Miss Red, and lie and say, no, I didn't, when viewers were watching. Did you say that, Miss Red? Because my God's my witness, yes, she did. True. And the video was always out there. Elsa already sent it out there. So it's not like I took a picture and did it. It was already out there to see. Elsa Frost sent it out there to everyone, which was embarrassing across TikTok. Do you know what I mean? So I was totally humiliated. And it was a point to prove because Ems was saying stuff that wasn't true about me. And I just proved the point. Do you know what I mean? Especially when people asking for you. You know what I mean? Do I regret it now? Of course I do. I mean, but it is what it is.
Oh,
Isn't it big? Go and have a
Oh,
look. You'll
thank
see
you,
how
babe.
big it is.
No, thank you, darling.
But you know it's big though, because I know you've seen it.
Well, you'd need something big to shut you
But
up.
why does he only shag you twice a week?
You what, darling?
Your husband is just twice a week.
Are you a Christian or?
You're right, Tanya. You've got to understand, guys, before you all start jumping down my throat and Talia's throat, because that's is what you do. I know you come over and you're probably supporters of Misread and supporters of obviously, oh, Michelle, you like, no disrespect, you're always coming in like a proper man hater. Do you know Michelle, the Scottish woman? You're a proper like man because of what happened to you, by P. Yeah, you look proper hate. You know what I mean? You hate because you got done out of loads of money. You know what I mean? It's a shame, really. I honestly thought you was all right, but I know you've been proper hurt, really, really hurt by a man. Do you know what I mean? Really hurt by a man. So you come in and you love attacking me. I have never said a bad word about you. I don't even know you. Never once have I said a bad, but you love attacking me. You love it. You know what I mean? Because you jump on the thing about the men hating stuff and things like that. Evil Queen being the biggest man hater there is. Do you know what I mean? What did she say about EQ, about the cross?
Who? What?
What EQ? She turned around and said about the men are weights of crosses. What did she say?
Oh, EQ said, as women, men are the cross that we bear, or something like that, that women are the worst thing to ever happen to us women, is men, which is awful because best thing to ever happen to me is my man. So
And the best thing that happened to me is girl. And it's a shame, really, Michelle, because for some reason in my heart, I know this. I think you're okay. I've got nothing bad to say about, but you seem to be in every love. You was in Miss Red's earlier on. You was in Evil Queens last night. When Talia fell out with me, you was in Talia's live. And Angie's live, you were speaking about me. You always have a go about me, and I just do not know why, Michelle, that you constantly have a go at me. I don't know what it is.
I may, I may have shared the live to Michelle.
Oh.
But we love you, Michelle. So don't come in here and be horrible, please, because we don't have anything bad to say about you. In fact, we were going to come and see you in Scotland.
Yeah, it's true. We messaged you when we was in Glasgow, to be fair, and I went in your live the other week, and that's so I've got no. I know that these are big creators, Michelle, and you don't want to go against the narrative because the last thing you want is hate or any trolls coming for you because I know it can get a little bit daunting and get a little bit anxious. But saying I've never done anything wrong to you, said anything, or people come for me and my girlfriend, I'm gonna defend us. You know what I mean? Of course, I want to speak about God. Of course, I want to have the Allah for my main account, but I'm being attacked yet again. Stuff's being brought up. Misread started speaking about me and Talia. We never did it first. She started speaking about us yesterday, 3 days ago, today, and proper drawing me out again, saying, "Oh, Talia knows Ricksta's colours. Talia knows the real Ricksta." But Misread, you're saying things on there about our friendship and how you believe me and how you don't believe Evil Queen and you don't believe Ems and you believe me, and then you stab me in the back, Misread, right? And say, "Oh no, I believe everybody of them. I believe all them now. I don't believe you, Ricksta." And it's disgusting because what it is, because you got Evil Queen's got these joint forces. You don't want the trolling or the talking about. Yeah, I'm the little creator. I'm the little fish. I haven't been live for long, so F Ricksta. Who cares about him? And we have had we've had our little things in the past. Me and Miss Red, especially when I was drinking, but we sorted it out. We were friends. You know what I mean? I've always checked in on Miss Red to see how she is. Her and Talia was at each other's throats before they got with, and I sorted that out. I said, "Oh, can we sort it out?" Miss Red, I'll give Donna a call. I said, "Oh, let's put this to bed." And she goes, "Yeah, I will, Rick Stella." And trying to brush it under the car. And all has been pleasant with Miss Red now. But yet again, dragging my name through the dirt from something from years ago and supporting Evil Queen. And Evil Queen's come back and Evil Queen's tripped over that many lies is unreal. I'm 6'2". I'm 5'2". I wear a toupee. And I robbed 20 grand off her. What I said from day dot, it was a arranged agreement that she paid me daily to help boost the platform and send over my gifters, and it was in instalments. And she said it wasn't. Now she's saying it is, but no, everyone jumps in the narrative and say, "Well, that wasn't." You know what I mean? Now she's telling the truth. Everyone's saying she said it back then when it was me. It's like now Miss Red won't bring that to light. She'd say, "Oh no, Evil Queen, I believe this, I believe that," but she's stating on there that I don't believe E Queen. I'd have a sexual message between me and EQ. There'd be me meeting EQ for dinner or at least in bed or having a kid. It never happened. And
It'll
Donna,
be texts is like, oh, are we going to stay together
yeah,
tonight? You know, just there'll be something concrete. All she's got is her eating a pizza. In the same restaurant me and him have been to 100 times.
It's like Claire, he's not short, by the way. I've met Claire in person. 6 or 2. Anyway, let's get back to the little video. Do you want to get a seat, guys?
Catholic, are you
I am a Christian. Just to let you know, seven deadly sins.
This is both of
Seven
our
deadly
accounts. So.
sins.
to get people in because you're a cult
Hey,
and
Ali.
you're trying to fool people.
Yes, yes.
About you because you wouldn't be going around TikTok talking
Thank
about
you for the
your
heart, me guys. It really helps. Thank you.
Where over the rainbow?
You're not wrong, like you are seriously unhinged.
No, you're unhinged. You're a failed singer. You need to get a life, get a gym
And
membership.
you can't even sing, darling.
Can't I?
You've got to understand this has been a lot of badgering. So Talia's like, you know what I mean? There's only so much a person can take. We're only human, guys. We do hold it together. A lot worse could be said. We could do a lot worse and say a lot worse, but we're not doing that. So a few things are going to be said. So obviously Talia said a little bit about that, but obviously she's been badgering her for days. You know what I mean? Miss Red, because this is Miss Red Does. She's got a massive platform, so she can bring anybody down with EQ. But at the end of the day, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. I would never, if I want to throw odd, 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 quit TikTok when I feel like quitting TikTok. I've decided to come back on this platform after so many breaks is unreal.
Lying here in bed and you're begging it on TikTok. You know TikTok is bottom barrel of celebrity world. You know that.
Why be on it then, darling?
We've
Because
got
I
the
just
full
think
armour
you're
of the
so
Lord on. God
entertaining.
bless you, Ali. Thank
You're
you.
not even involved in the drama. You
Well,
scrape
that's
the
good, you are,
drama.
though.
You
You
scrape
are.
the drama. You've made people
You're
like
involved in
Marcus
the
M
drama.
self-harm.
You're
You make
involved in
people
the
like...
drama right now.
Because the
And that's the true Marcus Ems was self-harming over Miss Red. She started self-harming. She wanted to kill herself over what Miss Red was saying about her. And she's not the first person to belittle because what it is, she's got such a massive platform and such trolling. And don't forget, when you're walking out in the middle of the street, if Miss Red's talking about you because she's built such a high profile on this platform, she's bringing people down and she brings people down to the darkest depths of society. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, I was at a very vulnerable state a long time ago, and she brought me down to the fact that I wanted to jump in front of a train. Do you know what I mean? Especially when she's joined the forces with EQ, it's not the first time she's done this. She's done it to me a few occasions, but I'm not standing for it anymore. Do you know what I mean?
drama is about me, isn't it? I'm on Angie, I'm on Evil Queen, I'm on yours. Who does shows about you?
TikTok fame.
Who fires up lives about you? Who fires up lives about you? No one. But you...
And it's right. How many people fire up a live about Miss Red and start speaking about her, guys? They're scared. They're scared to speak about it because what happens? Her followers will come in here, and all the supporters and will attack, and they will not stop. You're this, I love Miss Red, she's amazing. You're this, you're that, and that's what will happen.
Yeah, but to be fair, there's not many of them here.
We've had a few in here, but nobody probably really knows. Yes, Big Spence, they probably didn't know we're alive. This is our backup. Well, this is our account for our godly stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I want to keep it quite tame anyway. And that's exactly what it is. But obviously, my main account would probably have a little bit more. Miss Red is just a bully. Miss Red is a bully, and she uses a platform to bully others. She does bully people.
So back
She's
in
got
the
no
day,
respect for anyone but herself. No respect. You know, and I've seen Miss Red cry in here many times, many times. You know what I mean? With allegations and everything made against her. Do you know what I mean? And there's a lot I could bring up now and start saying stuff, but I don't want to. I'm not gonna start bringing her down. I'm just stating a few facts. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to start bringing stuff up and that again. But you know what I mean? But I can build up an audience if I keep being consistent, and then I can start thinking because at the end of the day, consistency wins the race.
yeah,
It
we
does.
also don't have the time.
I know we don't.
Like, we would love to, but we don't have the time. We're up and down from London. We've got so much on, back and forth from the studio. Ricky's up and down from Birmingham constantly. Like, it's hard, isn't it?
Mm.
And it's TikTok is bottom of our
And we've got lots
priority.
going on as well. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot happening in your work life that, you know what I mean, that we're not willing to discuss at all in the future. And like I said, there's only so much we do discuss on TikTok, but let's get back to the video. Let's get back to the video.
fire up lives about everyone because you're so desperate. When was the last time anyone fired up a live about you, Redhead? Never. Nobody fires up.
The only reason, right, that you're doing this is because you want to be friend Evil Queen again because somebody's really intimidating.
And is the truth. The only reason she's doing it, she wants to join forces with EQ again. EQ's got a massive following. Why be against EQ when she can be with her? They both got big platforms. so they can try and bring you down. This is what they do, the joint forces, you know what I mean? Evil spawns of Satan.
That's how the devil works, isn't it?
Yeah. When one person don't like you, they join forces with the other person. But I've heard
They don't like each other.
yeah, they don't, and you've heard some of the messages, you know what I mean, from Miss Red stating, "I don't believe this," but she'll try and spin it. She will try and, "Oh, well, I didn't mean it like that. Oh no," and no, but she just heard her around and said she's a rat. I don't believe her. She's full of shit. Where are the sexual messages? I don't believe. But no, but when she goes live, she says different. But Miss Red probably thought that I'd never play. I've got loads of messages, loads, just a couple. That's just a few.
Come on. Oh, play all the ones
Yeah,
from me,
you're
Q.
intimidated by that. Listen, the only reason you got your account because you fired up a live, because you were blocked from my main account. You were blocked from, and you went up and fired up a live, and you got the support. Because at the time, I was getting 10,000 people in my live, and it's on the FYP. Yes, it was. Yes.
For anybody who says that I've never been in a live on my main account with 10,000 people watching me do big battles or charitable work, then they're lying. They've never watched me. I bet Wardy wouldn't say that because Wardy, and Izzy, to be fair, they've been watching me for many years. And Wardy, I don't even remember the big numbers I used to get in my live, mate. On a normal battle, I'd have 3,000-4,000 people watching. And Donna weren't even on TikTok at the time. Let me tell you, let me play this, and I'm going to show you something which is true. I'm going to show you a video about Miss Red, and what I'm going to tell you, you're going to say it's the truth. Well, wait until I show you.
Oh, you liar. Yes, she was. It's on the FYP. Look at the battle with Gaz Reckon when I got for 1.4 million in 5 minutes. I had thousands in my live. I was number one in the rankings on many occasions. I was number one in the rankings. Was I number one in the rankings many occasions? Yes or no? Oh my God,
You wasn't on TikTok, Miss Red. You came in and slandered the life at me when I was getting big gifts. You've just literally told a blatant lie and said that you wasn't on TikTok back then. You were one of Eva Queen's biggest fans.
You're a fan.
Let me just show you something, guys. Let me show you that she's a liar. I'll show you now, Miss Red's lying. Ready? This is from Eva Queen herself. This is from Eva Queen. So everybody listen to this.
But Miss Red used to be a super fan of mine and she used to gift me, and her name was Don.
True. She was a super fan because she used to come in my live and attack me because she didn't like me.
Donna Monteith on the app, and she was a super fan. And when I got with him, she hated him. She could see him for exactly what he was. She'd tell you.
No, she
So
got
as
jealous.
Miss Red will further elaborate tomorrow, and she'll tell you. Miss Red was there from the start. She used to write terrible things about him, trying to make me come round to sense and everything on posts and all that. Like, he blocked her from my live, which made her more determined. And that is how the FYP Miss Red show was born.
Thank you very much. The FYP show was started because of me. Because of me.
Because she trolled you.
She trolled me.
She was obsessed.
She trolled me, and I had thousands upon thousands in my life. I was massive on TikTok for the people who remember it. If you don't, it's understandable. I've come off for a long time. And Donna Monteith come in with negative comments. I attacked her, to be fairness. I did. I said some nasty stuff to her. Because at the time, I thought she was a troll. I didn't know who Donna Monteith was, but it was Miss Red. Then Miss Red started firing up her lives and talking about me. And then people who didn't like me or didn't like me gifting then jumped into her. And then she started the FYP show. So you can all, she'll probably lie and say, no one never. I got it from firing up lives over other TikTok creators too. It weren't just Ricksta. You spoke about me for weeks and got a massive platform because of me. And then look at you now, you're doing well. Take me out of 2 years. But your platform started on me, belittling me, putting me down, speaking about me because you didn't like me for some unknown reason. I know I called your names back in the day. But you come in my live and then obviously all of a sudden I blocked and it went from there. But it's true, that is.
So know your history of the app. Miss Red show was born off the back of Ricksta blocking her from my live. She started a news show and she wanted to talk about this issue. And she'd make a post, but it'd be blocked, and she'd lose the access to post.
So she turned around and said, I didn't know about your gifting and I didn't know you was in the rankings, Ricky. I didn't know any of that, but you started up a show about me. You've done the FYP. You knew exactly who I was, what I was doing, because you watched me from day dot before you ever come live. You never come live.
Videos. So Miss Red started the Miss Red show off the back of this. She knows everything. So listen to Miss Red, listen to me who lived it. But
there you go. So back to the video. And listen, this is the kind of thing that Miss Red does, right? She literally throws you under a bus when it suits her. Do you know what I mean? 1 minute you're friends and then you're not.
Do you remember when
what's up,
Marcus
guys? A lot of
was
people are asking.
SHing and she opened up the 9 boxes and absolutely annihilated her? And I done a video about it because I thought it was so bullying, bad for her mental health. My video went viral because a lot of people agreed that she should never have opened them 9 boxes. And do you remember you phoned me and said, Would you mind taking that video down? Donna's a friend. She's really upset. She's not a bully. Do you remember?
I did, yeah.
And I took it down.
I did. I asked Talia to take the video down and misread, but misread. Don't give a shit. No morals. Or F you, Ricksta. I don't care. I'll stab you in the back and I'll continue to stab you in the back. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just going to give you a little bit thing about misread as well. And this is from BuzzText as well. This is last year, by the way. Is it last year? No, it's this year, but just listen.
It's this year. It's last month.
It's this year, yeah. Listen.
Me, for my opinion on the misread situation. I don't get involved in drama, but this is my take on it for what it's worth. So go back to last year.
Thank you, Stig.
Misread and we used to get on very well. I used to be in the box, used to big up BuzzText, always sending love.
No, they did used to get on. They did used to get on. He did used to always be in a box. Do you know what I mean? He really, really did. Look, me and Miss Red never used to get on, and then all of a sudden I got on with Miss Red. Do you know what I mean? I thought that we could have a little bit of friendship and be mates. But like I said, she stabs her friends in the back. Do you know what I mean? She goes with the narrative. She goes with the narrative. Whoever's got the biggest numbers, boom, that's where she's at. Where's the morals in that?
Can we tap the screen, guys, and send in the heart maze?
And it was great. A lot of people, it was great. It was great positivity. It was great fun. And over the last 12 months, I have seen her so-called friends at the time backstab her at every opportunity. Now, the reason I walked away from all the drama and being in Miss Red's live and all the rest of it,
Thank you, Lauren,
is not because I hate Miss Red or anything like this. It's just because I noticed one thing, which was she chose popularity.
Guys, can people get rid of comments like that, Chasely? Oh, thank you, Claire.
Over truth. And she stood by some people because they was her friends. She stood by them over the truth.
And that's what Miss Red does, see. She'll say one thing to me or to anybody else, and then she'll jump on the narrative because they're her friends. It's like Pearl today, jumping on Miss Red to support me. Ricksta, you're a bully. I'm going to play the rest of that video in a bit, by the way. You're this, you're that. And I thought, how have I bullied her? Tell me how I just bullied Miss Red. I never
said that. Pearl said
No, that's what I'm saying. Pearl said it. Pearl said, you bullying what? It's only because Miss Red's had your back over what's happened of you, Pearl, that you then...
Racists stick together, don't
Do you know what I mean? And I could start going in hard on you, not a problem. Massively.
Stick together!
Now, if Miss Red listens to this...
Even Sarah, look, I was a lovely friend to Miss Red and got let down badly because she throws everybody under the bus, Sarah Jane. This is what she does. And because she's got the popularity and the thousands of people watching, right, she can go against the narrative. Proper go against the narrative. That's what she can do. And it's afraid that she's got the numbers to do it, man. It is a shame, but things come crashing down eventually.
I've got a question for you. Where are them friends now? Where are them people you stood by? Where are them people you stuck up for?
You're going to play all this?
Yeah, it's just a little bit later. I'm going to play a little bit more.
Where are they at now? Are they in your inbox? Are they messaging you? Are they doing videos online, standing up for you? They're not. I don't see any of these big creators who you stuck up for doing videos.
I stuck up for Miss Red. And then I'll get through under the bus. I proper stuck up for Miss Red many times. In the comments, even when stuff was saying about her, I'll message you, all right, you okay? And I've always said, I like Miss Red, she's good, I stuck up for her, but nah, because I ain't got the views and the numbers, I'll blow with the truth, but you've said to me one thing, and then you've gone back and said another, but you said, right, well, is Eva Queen ever had a picture of you together, any video she would have put, and she never ever did, and I told you that, she fell in love with somebody on TikTok, do you know what I mean? Why can't you just see the truth for what it is? Do you know what I mean? And she's that embarrassed that she got played, and Eva Queen got played, she did get played. She did. I can't be honest. I was not a very well guy at the time. I didn't like the performances, and when she made me cringe. And sorry, God, but to be honest, from the heart, Eva Queen made me cringe for what she was, and that was a nasty, vile human being. You know what I mean? She was a nasty, vile human being, and I tried many times for months to pull away from that relationship on TikTok, months. And I was thinking, when I come away from it, I'm going to get backlash to fuck, and I did. It took me off the app for months, and everybody jumped in, and Miss Red did, but she only went with my story and me telling the truth when it suited her.
Standing by you,
Unicorn Gems,
because they are scared that they'll lose their own platform, and they are scared that they'll lose their income. And try and guess what, Miss Red? all that time you were standing there, sticking up for them, protecting them, where are they at now? I hope this is a big eye-opener for you, Miss Red.
It's right, you know, because people get a little bit scared to go against these big creators like Evil Queen, like Miss Red, and they won't speak about them because they're scared that the platform's going to come in down and going to lose the narrative, and you will lose followers, and you will the gifts will stop because you're going to have to. Some of these TikTokers like Miss Red and Evil Queen, I've got massive support. You know what I mean? And they love their acts and they love what they do. So then, and like I said, until you spin the narrative or somebody likes, and you start building up the audience and you come consistently, you know, you're always going to have the odds are going to be against you. You're always going to be on the FYP of being the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy.
No, but not this time because people didn't see EQ jumping in people's boxes, slating us. She started this. She started it by reading out Aunt Sally, a 70-year-old woman's messages,
72.
private messages all over TikTok for everybody to hear. Those messages should have gone to Ricky. She's accidentally sent them to EQ, and EQ thought, now's my chance. Fucking Paul O'Grady, and started to read them out all over TikTok. That's what started this. You know it. You can't even pull up a single video of us talking about you before you did that. And that's the fact. And here we are. And we're not afraid to go up against big creators because no weapon formed against us shall prosper. If you're lying, we will call you out. And eventually we'll round up everybody who doesn't like you, Miss Red. And we'll round up everybody who doesn't like you, EQ. And we'll round up everybody that doesn't like Pal. And eventually, it'll take time, but eventually you'll start to see what will happen.
Mm. And like I said, guys, we can't always be, you know, I mean, we are going to say the odd bad word sometimes. Like on Talia just said, I just called you Sally. In a sense.
A saint, I'm trying my best. I swear, I'm from Hounslow. I'm better though, aren't I?
You are better.
I'm much better.
It's holding the tongue. It is, and saying the stuff, driving what you do. But anyway, that's a little bit about BuzzTech and what he thought of Miss Red. And like I said, I literally fancy body shaming. Because do you know what though, movies? You say that, but at the end of the day, if stuff was said about Talia has got a little bit of a tongue sometimes. You know what I mean? And she don't.
You can't say to somebody, "Go and do something with your life. Go and buy a gym membership." Is that fat shaming? Because most people spend their lives in the gym. There's loads to do. You can go swimming. And it's instantly, oh, she's fat shaming. I think it's quite a healthy thing to do to go and get a gym membership.
Miss, just to let you know, Miss, whatever you just put in there, please do. Please send it to the media because at the end of the day,
send it.
Please send it because at the end of the day, every publicity is brilliant. And you know
what?
And you know what? And you know what I love about publicity, guys? Every public platform, every social media platform, they don't really like the godly, to be fair, because we are godly and the Jesus and the call us Bible bashers. We'll only get 20, 30 people listening to the preach the word of the Lord God. But when you become the bad guy, the numbers go through the roof and everybody loves a bad guy. Do you get what I mean? They really do.
You better restart.
Hello, Louise. You have live concerns. So it's absolutely crazy, isn't it?
You better restart because another bad report and then you'll lose the
Yeah, well, it's always on my mind. This is our backup account. This is our joint account. You know what I mean? Not our big account because I would have a lot more numbers in here, let's be honest. Anyway, let's go back to the end of this video. I just want to play the end of this video.
How can you say I've
always been a racist? Listen.
You're a proper racist. Look at the battle with Gaz Reckon when we got for 1.4 million.
fires up lives about you? Who fires up lives about you? No one. But you fire up lives about everyone because you're so desperate. When was the last time anyone fired up a live about you, Redhead? Never. Nobody fires up.
The only reason, right, that you're doing this is because you want to be friend Evil Queen again because sometimes you're really intimidated. You get intimidated by that. Listen, the only reason you got your account because you fired up a live because you were blocked from my main account. You were blocked from, and you went up and fired up a live and you got the support because at the time I was getting 10,000 people in my live and it's on the FYP. Yes, it was. Yes, I was, you liar. Yes, you was. It's on the FYP. Look at the battle with Gaz Reckon when we got for 1.4 million.
Well, if just had people in here commenting, been watching me for ages, said, yeah, well, I've seen the big numbers loads of times. Yeah, this was this morning.
We're not deleting comments. You can see us right here. If you've said something, it's the mods, and if they've deleted it, then we trust that you said something ridiculous. So don't even bother asking.
Yes, you got. Hang on.
Minutes. I had thousands in my life. I was number one in the rankings on many occasions. I was number one in the rankings. Was I?
It makes no difference. She just turned around and said, "No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't." This is what she's tripped over her own lies. Now, this is what happens when you call people out in the bullshit, right? They trip over the lies. So she just turned around and said, you wasn't getting thousands of views. No, you wasn't. And I said years ago, do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden she's gone, listen.
The only reason, right, that you're doing this is because you want to be friend Eva Queen
Hang
again
on.
because somebody
Listen.
really intimidates you. You get intimidated by that. Listen, the only reason you got your account because you fired up a lie because you were blocked from my main account. You were blocked
Thank
and
you,
you went up and
Wardy.
fired up a lie and you got the support because at the time I was getting 10,000 people in my life and it's on the FYP. Yes, I was. Yes, I was, you liar. Yes, you was. It's
There she's gone. No, you wasn't, Ricksta.
Present.
No, you wasn't. Now listen to what she says after, because you trip over your own lies. You can't be consistent if you're telling lies because you've got to lie again. But listen.
on the FYP. Look at the battle with Gaz Reckon when I got 1.4 million in 5 minutes. I had thousands in my life. I was number one in the rankings on many accounts. I was number one in
How many
years ago was that?
How many years ago, Ricksta? So she's just turned around and said, no, there wasn't thousands, you know, but how many years ago was that, Ricksta? So she knows.
Years ago.
She was always watching me. So there you go, tripping over your lies yet again. Because lawyers don't prosper at the end of the day, and they really don't. I've always called people out on the bullshit, and people can believe whatever stories they want. Like I said, I'm never going to be able to spin the narrative because my views are not as big as these big creators who consistently every day have got their own shows with thousands of watching them. I'm never going to compete, not unless I start on the platform every day, but I haven't got the time.
Was I number one in the rankings many occasions, yes or no?
Oh, on TikTok then, darling.
Oh my God, you're a liar. You came in looking at me.
So she's just turned around and said, I wasn't on TikTok. But even though Eva Queen said, you was on TikTok, you got your platform off the back of Ricksta, you didn't like him, and you're on there. But you can ask Wardy and everybody else how many times I was number one in the rankings on TikTok back in the day when I had many times. And not only that, lots of people who probably watch him now have seen my big account. So yet again, belittling me, putting me down, saying things that are not factual, not true.
Of support, you hated me about EQ, you couldn't get a stand up. Got him on teeth, slating me all the time. You're fighting on the life on the back of me. Eva Queen's admitted to it. You come on the misery of others. You come on.
Yeah. You're a racist as well.
And you're a proper racist.
You're a
and
proper
racist.
racist.
You are rub people's backside.
We bring up the Nazi uniform that you wore.
Now she's just turned around and told another lie and said that Ricksta had a Nazi uniform on. I've never put a Nazi uniform on myself. I had long hair flicked over at the time. I had a little moustache. You know what I mean? My daughter came in, was mixed race, by the way. Her mum's Jamaican, and turned around and took a picture of me while doing my hand like that. I put it on my social media platforms. I weren't hiding anything. There was always to the scene. Not a racist bone in my body. Coming from a multicultural family. So yet again, she tried to twist the narrative to suit her. You know what I mean? And that picture's out there for everybody to see. I've never hid the fact
He
that picture
wasn't
was
in a
taken.
Nazi uniform
Absolute
at
bullshit.
all.
And
He
I'd never
just
hide the
combed his
picture.
hair to the
Because
side.
you know what I mean? It was a funny. It was just a funny picture. Do you know what I mean? People can say it's distasteful, but I never had an outfit on.
It's distasteful.
I mean,
It was just a spare at the moment.
It was a family thing. That's it.
Ricksta. Talia, did you do a copy of Cardi B and you had to censor a word out? That's
you
on
pause
YouTube
that?
as well.
Yes, I did a copy of Cardi B's song and I censored out the N word.
Yeah, there you go.
So what's your point? Because you don't censor out the P words that you write all over Facebook, do you, you racist? Isn't it funny how the racists stick together? Didn't EQ the other day compare Tyrone and his baby to the lion singing his baby just because
Yeah.
they were both black?
Yeah.
Just because they were both black. Oh, what does this remind you of? Why does it? Because
Yeah.
they're both black. Racist, racist, racist.
No, Carly, we're not. It's not about being of godly. We're not. We're just here stating facts. People are being spoke about, so we're going to defend ourselves. We're not going to sit back and not say anything. Oh, we were going to have to say something. We're not. We're not being nasty. We're not doing anything. We're just stating facts. Obviously, Talia's got a right to be a rape because she spoke about. I'm spoke about, but I'm tough as cookies. I can take it on the chin. I don't care. Where Talia, do you know what I mean? She's been spoke about for days and days. She's going to react. Do you know what I mean?
She's
She
just
is.
said,
And
why did you censor out the N word of a song? Well, why do you think?
yeah. What do you think?
Why do you think?
I've never dressed up in a Nazi uniform, Ricksta. That's not very godly of you either. Anyway, you've had enough clout.
Godly of you. I've only come back to the faith for the last 12 months. I turned my life around through God. I believed in God, but I wasn't acting godly. I admitted that. I've already stated that. So God changes your heart. This is what He does. He turns you into different. Everybody knows me know that I don't drink anymore. And I'm a lot calmer. The old Ricksta now, guys, if you're watching, would be shouting, probably screaming, threatening, and doing whatever. But I'm not bothered. It's that. I mean, as soon as I turn TikTok off, guys, my life goes back to something else. It's when I turn back on the button. You either like me or you don't. I can't change your opinion.
And we absolutely have the right to defend ourselves. We don't come for anybody. We sit on things for a while and we think, right, enough's enough.
Poor lady, Pill turned on me. Listen, Pill turned on me.
Yes.
Listen.
Inserted herself.
I did not turn on Pearl. Pearl turned on me because she's friends with Mixed Red and started shouting at me, and she got aggressive. And I thought to myself, why just not let us get on with it? Oh, my girlfriend's being spoke about and me, and then you're saying I'm bully. I've come on and bullied a woman. But listen, you listen for yourself.
Ricksta, please don't tell me she's bullying a woman.
You're a racist. You've always been a racist. Listen.
Says she go, "You're bullying a woman." How have I bullied Miss Red? I've stated facts to Miss Red. I said that I've been on TikTok for years. I had a big platform. I was number one in the rankings. You know what I mean? Where's the bullying? Did I once threaten her? Did I once call her any names?
Why is she jumped up?
See what I'm saying? So basically, Talia's come on to defend herself. Miss Red's got a massive platform, and obviously Pearl's got her own platform. Do you know what I mean? But she comes off the back of they stick together, the friends. Oh, I've got to give it them. But Pearl was supposed to be my friend, so why would Pearl then start speaking about me? I've defended Pearl in the past. I've stuck
They're
up for
all the
Pearl.
same.
I've stuck up for Pearl. Many times I stuck up for Pearl. You didn't like Pearl. And I was there proper defending her, sticking up for
I
her.
don't like Pearl.
Proper times. I was going to go and see Pearl, and then she goes and starts saying stuff about, look, you're bullying Miss Red. No, I wasn't bullying Miss Red. I never said one bad
Did
word.
anyone
All I
hear
did was
any
defend
bullying
myself.
in that conversation?
Hello, you mean, mummy. Show me where I bullied Miss Red in that video, because I'm not in there. I stuck up for myself and I stuck up for Talia. That's all I done. Never once was a derogative. Talia and her had a few words between each other, but I never called her any names.
But that's not bullying. That's me and her having
Yeah.
it out. But then you forget that she's got 4,000 people watching her tear me down. Is that not bullying?
Mm.
Pearl, you just wanted a bit of drama,
She's got
a
a
bit of
cheek
clout.
saying you're a has-been when Miss Red was never was.
You were
Exactly.
a never was.
She never fat shamed her at all. She turned around and said, "Get a gym membership." She says it to me all the time. Because when you go to the gym, the endorphins in your brain change around. You become more positive, and you
Yeah.
don't become so negative and nasty. Do you know what I mean? If she did, I know Tally, she would have called us with a go out. She probably used the
I
F
would've-
word,
I would-
FAT word,
yeah.
and she didn't. She said, "Get down the gym, do something better with your time." That's what it was. But you know what I mean? People can spin the narrative to however they want it to understand. But I know what she meant.
Say what you want. That's all I'm going to say. Ricksta, honestly, I'm disappointed in you, Ricksta.
I did tell her to F off, and I did call her an old bag. I did say that because I was attacked. So yeah, I did say that to Thingy because she called me. Do you know what I mean? I was infuriated that Pill came into the live when I've known Pill for so long and I've stuck up for her so many times,
I always told you
and
about
then she's doing that about him, and I thought, I was shocked. I'm like, why would you
Listen
go?
to this. Every time Ricksta goes into Pearl's live, she's like, Ricksta me babby, or Ricksta me babby. Sorry, am I loud?
No, and I'm always polite
Ricksta
to
me
her.
babby.
Thank
And
you
I
for the
go to
homage.
him, will you block her? She's so annoying. He's like, no,
Thank
she's
you,
nice.
Just
I
Joe.
like her. And I said, block her. And he goes, no, I like her.
Mm.
Well, there you go. You proved me right, Pearl. Thank you very much.
All you people saying it's body shaming clearly have never been to the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope you're being nice, Corey, saying so jarring. Or you're a big fan of Miss Red. I don't know, but I hope you're staying neutral.
But Corey's a fan of no one.
Mm.
And a no one.
Mm.
The pair of racists. Me out one of you mods. Honest to God, no, that's absolutely wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Because they failed on TikTok coming at a woman because EQ's going at
Hang on a minute. No, so you've just come on here now, right? Pill. You've said it's wrong coming after a woman. So Miss Red fires up alive for days. By the way, days. Go back 3 days on the FYP and see her speaking about Talia and Billy and me and slagging me off, saying Ricksta's a liar, Ricksta's this. I don't believe, even though I've played messages her saying differently. That I don't believe you. Believe you, Ricksta. I know you're telling the truth. I know that Evil Queen would have this and that of you. I do believe what you're saying, and I don't believe that and this. And she's slating me days later. I haven't said anything for days, not one word. I've seen her slating me. I've seen the FYP. I've seen her live talking about me, and I've just let it be. I thought, okay. But today got a little bit too much. She's done it all again. EQ was doing it last night, and then attacked again today, and she lost it. I thought, you know what? I'm going to have say, so I'm going to jump in the box. And she had a little say. And that's it. Now all of a sudden, Pearl's coming defending Miss Red after what Miss Red's doing for days. Not like, oh, Ricksta, come on now, Miss Red, you shouldn't be doing this. It's, you know what I mean? Ricksta's a friend of mine, and you are. That's it. I never once said one bad word to Miss Red, and you can hear it. You've just seen me play back. Not one bad word. But Pearl coming and started on me. And that's when I went, F you, you old bag. Do you know what I mean? How dare you come in and start slating me off and calling me when I've had your back from day dot, and when you was upset and when you were proper down in the dumps and crying and
When you's a racist.
I phoned you up, man. I phoned you up. Come on, I phoned you up and I spoke to you, and I said, "Are you okay? Are you going to be all right?" And I had your back, man. And I honestly believed that we were friends. I honestly did believe that we were mates.
I told you.
I honestly believed that we were friends, and never once have I slighted you. And you've come in and seen absolutely me doing nothing. You've jumped to conclusions and attacked me. But what about what my Shred's been doing for days? It obviously favouritism because she's your mate. Oh, jump on this because
No,
Miss
'cause
Red's had
she's
my
never
back.
lied. liked me, Miss Pearl's always waited for that moment. If Miss Red was arguing with somebody else, Pearl would never have jumped in. I don't know. Maybe Pearl's got a little thing for you as well. Who knows? But for
No.
some reason, Pearl wanted to jump in and have her say, even though it had nothing to do with her. It had nothing to
Thank
do
you,
with Miss
Shell.
Red.
And you're right, Shell. I have defended Miss Red. I mean, sorry, Pearl, more than anybody on this app, and I have. I have literally um, had her back more than anyone. I have fired up lives about Pearl. I've had people in the box about Pearl, defending Pearl. I like proper defending her, like massively done it. She's never once fired up a live about me and stuck up for me and said Ricksta's all right, Ricksta's that. She goes says hello to me when I come in. When has she ever jumped in and goes, oh, Ricksta? She hasn't. She's jumped straight up for Miss Red, stuck up for her because she's met her in the talk off the app and the friends. I thought, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack Ricksta now.
Hang on. Where was it 2-on-1? It was 4,000
Yeah,
on one. What are
Gravy.
you talking about?
What you on about, Gravy? She had thousands in there supporting her.
Thousands against me.
Thousands.
Well,
Did you see all the comments? Come on, man. And there weren't two against one. We was just defending ourselves. But anyway, let's get to the end of this.
Ricksta, and she doesn't like it. Shame on you. I'm sorry for involving myself. One of the mods took us out. I'm sorry, Miss Red. That's
Just had to get a bean upon it. Oh, shame. She just had to get a part of the action. Oh, yeah, I'll jump in, get a part of the action. You couldn't just keep your nose out of it. You had to jump in
yeah,
and
proper
say something that wasn't true.
nosy
Just,
old
do you know what I
bitch.
mean? It's disgusting, man. Look at that. You see, the comments were vile about Rick and Talia, and they were disgusting, guys. Absolutely disgusting. And you don't see Miss Red saying, block them comment, mute them comments. Now she lets anybody say what they want as long as it suits the narrative and suits her, because there's no moral compass there. You know, if somebody come in slating or doing that, I would say, come on, mods, get rid of them comments because I've got a little bit more of a moral compass. Do you know what I mean? And I have seen Miss Red on more than one occasion crack up on this app and cry when the pressure's against her. Do you know what I mean? But listen, keep watching this space because no matter what anybody says, you know, there's going to be a lot more fucking numbers in the future with me than what you think. Believe me. Let me just get rid of this. Not now. They can.
Because we're not standing for it. We won't. And everybody else will be slagged off by her and it will be another day. But we're
Thank you,
solid.
Nigel.
Ricky and I are solid and we will always defend ourselves. She's a bully.
They can have as many thousands as they want because you don't need an army when you walk. We've got our Amen Viking Balor. Do you know what I mean? I love things like that. That's fantastic. Rick, don't give these evil people airtime. Look, guys, you think that because of coming, I'm opinionated. I am opinionated. I'm going to have my say, but I am being attacked yet again, and so is she, by two massive
I
creators.
told I was really ugly last night and I
Yeah,
looked like the guy from
ugly.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
when like I don't even know what to say about that. But if anybody looks like the fucking child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I
I know,
suggest you
I know. It's just like I know, but it's just no point of jumping into it. You know what I mean? It's like it's continuously days, and this has been going on for days now. Days of hate, falling up lies, hate lies. And EQ hasn't stopped speaking about it. And neither has misread. So one's doing it on the night, and one's doing it on the day. One's doing it on the night, one's doing it day. Ricksta Talia, Ricksta Talia, Ricksta Talia, Ricksta Talia.
Not just about
And
EQ,
then
it's God botherers.
and then everybody else is doing it. Yeah, God botherers, Bible bashers, the fake, the false, they're not real. One thing Miss Red did say, "Oh, I can see Ricksta loves Talia, but I hope she's like that in a year's time."
I can see they're in
It's
love. I
like,
can see that he loves her, but let's hope she's not the one crying in a year's time.
yeah, Miss Red spoke about your looks today too, but that's okay, and it's true, isn't it? So she can speak about Talia's looks and put her, thank you, living my best life, love you. About Talia's looks and bring her down and criticise her singing. But when Talia has a go back and criticises her about her way of life and her singing and what she does on this app, you're the bad person. I'm the bad person. What Talia's done is stuck up for me. Because I'm constantly being slandered. She's seen truth. She's seen evidence. It's not what I tell Talia. It's what I show Talia. It's not
Not
like
what
I've
he
got,
tells me, it's what he shows
you know
me.
what I mean? I show her stuff. I say, there you go, babes. Have a look at that and make your own conclusions. But Talia said many times, like, Ricksta, you should never have got involved with EQ. You probably led her on quite a lot. She did fall for you. And what you did back then was wrong. Do you know what I mean? You should have pulled away. And I should have pulled away. But I know you're going to laugh at me. I was scared because I didn't want the backlash from EQ. And I was drinking too. And I was going through a mental trauma. I should have pulled away because I did not like her regardless. And I know it sounds bad. I liked her for a while, but I come to the stage when she said to Maxine about die of cancer, I hope you get cancer and die and stuff. I thought, wow, like, you know what I
She's
mean?
a horrible
I've lost an aunt
person.
to cancer. Like, how dare? And I lost it with Eva Queen. I was drunk. I went, and I did call her so many names. And then it just went to war. And from then, we never looked back. I should have pulled away in a diplomatic way and said, listen, I knew I would have got a backlash, but probably not as much as I've got now. But because I went to war with her and called her out on what she said about Maxine, about the cancer comment, I then got it.
Yeah,
Do you know
she
what I mean?
did. She said
Good
terrible
morning,
things about
Laura.
her, but she's not the only one. If you look at the video on my page, you'll see exactly how EQ built her platform, and that's by bullying people with special needs
Mm.
and being racist and, you know, mocking postnatal depression. What the hell would she know about postnatal depression? She absolutely tore people down, and that's how
Do
she's got
Bernie?
this massive platform now. And I just want to quickly say, Miss Red says, right, I'm done giving these two clout now. I'm not giving them any more attention. And now she's called me out for a sing off. I'm never going to have a sing off with you, Miss Red. Never. You're not on my level.
No disrespect, Miss Red there. You're not good enough to tie a shoelace. She's a professional singer. You're not. I know you're going to have your audience and your fans. You're big on TikTok. That's it. You've got a platform, but not in the world of singing or musical career. Do you know what I mean? So calling her out on something that she has got is a real talent. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're just a critic and a nasty one at that. Do you know what I mean?
You
With no
call
morals, you just don't. You know what I mean? You belittle people and you'll come on tomorrow and you have all your support, you have all your followers, and you have all people saying they hate me and they hate Talia and Ricksta's a liar and Talia's this and that. But I speak facts and it's truthful as that. And you're always going to have the support because now you've probably got EQ back in your back pocket. She's your
which is
friend
what
again.
she always
Yeah,
wanted.
you wanted the back. Oh, how do I get EQ? But I want back on board. But because you've been following up a lot. Well, I don't. But you've used me. Right, you've used even though I played messages on there saying I don't believe her, she's full of shit, she's this. No. You've used me to get your relationship back with Evil Queen to stick up for her. That's what you've done. So
'Cause you
you two are
need
be
her.
friends now. So you don't speak to me, Miss Red, and we don't talk much anymore, or we don't phone. You then let's fuck Ricky off. We don't come live anymore. He don't got the views. So you've used me to get back in your friendship with Evil Queen and threw me under the bus and that. And it's disgusting because you've said loads of things to me differently than what you say on the FYP. And you're going to say, well, I've always spoke the truth. No, you haven't.
She says,
Because
I
I've got
never,
messages saying different.
and live, and people will see this live. She said, I never believed that Rickster did anything with EQ. I've never believed that.
You know what I mean?
And then 2 weeks later, who believes it? And she done a poll. And you know when she done that poll, it was actually bang on even, wasn't it?
Mm,
Like it wasn't even a landslide.
Hang on, let's play this. What's this?
Oh, please.
Can you hear that?
No,
Can't hear it.
you might have to remirror.
Let's me mirror it.
How dare she come on this app and cry after the amount of pulling down she does to people? She opened up 9 boxes for me this morning.
9 boxes. This is what she does, doesn't she?
We'll have all the boxes. All you're doing is just giving me more clout because you'll never see me sitting on here crying over you. Never. You'll never see me on here crying over maybe one
I know,
person.
yeah, I know what you're saying, Johnny. It's an old clip, but Johnny, so's this incident with me and Evil Queen from 2 years ago. That's old. It's 2 years old, but I'm still being spoke about 2 years later. So I don't. You can come here and say 2 wrongs make. I can play a clip from about Miss Red, which is months old, but she can talk about me from things that go back 2 years. So it's come on, Johnny, mate. You know, what I mean, have a little bit of common sense, mate, please, if you don't mind. Just a bit of common sense.
I'm not allowed friends.
Was this the 3rd of March or was it the 3rd of April or September?
I'm not allowed friends.
I don't know what she turned around and says nobody gets it as bad as me on the app. Miss Red, I think I'm probably one of the worst people who gets it more than anyone. I get it more than anyone on this app. You don't put anybody down. I've never seen you build anybody up. To be fair, she has. I've never seen it. Maybe she does. I don't know. But yeah, March.
Those people who were saying yes, but you started this with your live about Jack. There was lots going on before we fired up that live about Jack with the black eyes. Jack with the black eyes.
I know she puts people down about their looks. Do you know what I mean?
Ugh.
We're not going so low, Shill. We're just starting a bit. I'm not going low. I'm just stating facts. I'm the one who gets put all over.
She's always in here. Let me block her.
Shill.
Yeah.
Even Fact Freak has got the misread book. If I'm not on a Sunday, he's sending out search parties too, and misread is absolutely going to cover it. Are you going to cover everything, Fact Freak? Are you going to cover everything, or are you going to be selective?
Hang on, look, some of these comments here. I don't need permission first, Reese, because they are bad. I remember this. This was
How
flashed
come?
alert.
Oh, was that when she? Oh, didn't she send pictures of Angie
Yeah.
around?
Who would have thought Angie's fish flaps would have caused all of this? Oh, I'm just about to go in, missing the drama. Do you know what I mean?
So sad.
Flaps, lives matters. So there she's being derogative
She's
and nasty.
so
You
sad.
know what I mean? Nasty about me and what she said about me. Oh, Ricksta's helicopter. You asked for the helicopter. Let's get it again. You asked for it. And you know you did. So don't thank you for the heart, me. And don't come and say you didn't. You know what I mean? Because you are going to have people who do remember and do know that you did ask for that video. And I was at a proper low state. I really was. It was spoke about across the app. I was in the back. I wish I didn't do it. I did. I wasn't the person I am now. I was a very broken, demoralised man. Do you know what I mean? My mum just died. I was grieving. Ems was saying she'd been with me and got a small tickle tackle. Do you know what I mean? And then I sent it to Elsa, which was embarrassing because it's embarrassing for her, really bad. Because
No,
she
but
gets
it's
about
actually done you a favour.
embarrassed. How you doing? Yes, Boyle. Is that, yes? What's going on, bro? And I was embarrassed of doing that, and I felt proper low, demoralised of doing what I've done. And then she's brought it back up again and all that. You know what I mean? It went to Elsa Frost. That's where the video came from. I never took it and sent it to Miss Red and everybody. It was already going around. Miss Red asked for it, and Jay said, "Oh, can you tell me what it was like as well, please, Miss Red
And Courtney.
and Courtney?" Yeah, it is the past, nosy Nora, but she brought it up again today. You look better today, to be honest with you. Yeah, thank you. So I was in a bad way, guys. If you go back on the FYP, I was bloated. My kidneys weren't functioning correctly. I was drinking online. I
Not
don't even remember, guys.
sleeping.
I drank like a litre bottle of whiskey on live. A litre bottle. I didn't. I weren't turning to God. You know what I mean? I was demoralised. I was demotivated. My mum had died. My nan was dying. My dog had died. I'd lost a lot, man. And then on top of it, the only my escape I had was TikTok. So when I'm on TikTok and I'm being demoralised on TikTok and put down and slandered, and you got the likes of Ems and these big creators saying this and that. I went up to Ems when I was in rehab, just because she asked me to go up there, and I just wanted to get out. And she was a massive TikToker.
Yeah, it wasn't far from
I've
you,
got
was it?
videos on there of me and Ems in the kitchen, and then Ems said, "Oh, 2 weeks later, she's speaking to me. Oh, Ricky's got a small tickle." And I said, "I haven't even. You've never seen it. What you're lying for?" "Oh, yes, we did. We did." And then people are like, "No, you don't." And they've got the audience and the fans. I can't compete when they've got too big a numbers. I'm not going.
Luckily, there's a
to
video
win.
going around
Yeah,
proving
and then there was and then the video was sent to Alsa Frost was like, "Come on, show me, prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it." And I'm like, "Oh God!" And it's wrong to do, but I did. I've sent it across and approved it. Then everybody had it. He sent it to Trucker G. Trucker G had it. He made a TikTok video of it. So and I thought, "Oh God, what have I done?" Then it went everywhere else, and then it misread was like, "Go and show me." Then I want to see it. I want because I got it sent back to me. Anyway, it is what it is. It's embarrassing. I feel ashamed for it. I apologise. I wish I never did it. I feel disgusted. I really do. But the Rickster of today would never have done that back then. You know what I mean? I was in, you know what I mean? I was being spoke about, and it's really embarrassing. Believe me, it's embarrassing.
Machine's in the chat.
I'm proper embarrassed. Thank you for the heart, me guys. Thank you, Tegan.
No, he's
Yes,
amazing now.
Valstar.
He's completely changed. He's an amazing man.
And people will say that, "Oh, Rickster ain't changed. Rickster, I preach the word of God."
Yes.
If you, Valster, you know me a long time. Tegan, you've been watching me for years too. You really have, and hopefully some of you have. Guys, thank you, Levi, for the roses. I really appreciate it. God bless you. But I'm saying, guys, how many people know me from 18 months ago and where I am, where I was 18 months ago, mentally, emotionally, physically, and even though my appearance to where I am today, I was a very overweight man, full of drink, full of anger, full of rage, grieving, mentally unwell and stable, not in a good place, doing narcotics daily. Thank you so much for the leave for the family. I was in a bad way. And what people do, they never let you live that down. So they say the Rickster from old, that person who wasn't good, who said bad things, because I did. I did say bad things. I'm not saying I've then used it against me and say, "Oh, this is Rickster now." Now, these things with Eva Queen are 2 years old. She's still been firing up lives about me and going in people's boxes and speaking about me and just let me get on with my life with Talia. I wanted to get on with my life, do my godly stuff and do the FYP. But I've been spoken about yet again for months. And Talia showed you 6 videos the other day of EQ speaking about, and EQ denied it. No, I didn't. Yes, she did. You only mentioned me the other day in Kamikaze's life 2-3 weeks ago,
Shall I pull
speaking
it
about
up?
me. Yeah, pull it up. And then obviously she always talking about what she's done to Bradley, what she done to Jack. She did beat Jack up no matter what she says. She did. She gave him black eyes. And I put a video up of what Bradley said on my Rickster account. It's on there now. And she did beat, she used to beat up Bradley too. And I've spoken, well, Talia spoke to Bradley. He's a nice kid, man. I do like him. I feel sorry for him.
Bless him. He's
You know,
so scared to
she took
speak
advantage
up.
of a young lad. She took advantage, you know what I mean? She's nearly 20 years older than him. It's not good. And I really feel for the kid because he did like her, do you know what I mean? But she done a lot of bad things and manipulated him and used her finances to get what she wants out of Bradley. It's the
And
truth.
she says, I'm a very private person. No, you're not. You document every holiday, everything you do, even in your bedroom, wherever you are.
Thanks, Tegan.
You and Bradley, your birthday, when Bradley done it. Like you document everything. You're not a private person.
It's true, you know, because if you EQ, right, do you know what I mean? She recorded messages right at the end of me when I told her to F off, and there's one in there saying, oh, I love you and all that. And I
Can
did
I
because
just
she owed
say
me
something
money.
really quickly?
Go on, course.
If you listen to that message that she plays, she says, sorry, what happened there? It's a call back. If you listen, the first word she says, what happened? So it's a continuation of a conversation before that that she doesn't play.
She don't play what she
She
said to
doesn't
me.
play the rest of it.
She said, you don't love me, you don't care about me, you don't give a shit about me, you never come and see me. Because many a time she used to get herself dressed up to the nines, and I'm sorry she did it. And she goes, I'm on the way down to Birmingham, and I'd say, oh shit, what am I going to do? And I'd phone up my mod Sophie and Maxine. Maxine's on the app, by the way, and Sophie's, to be fair. And I thought, what should I do? And I always used to come out with an excuse why I couldn't see her, why I couldn't be around her. Many times I used to do it to pull away because I thought, I can't have her around me. I don't like her like that. But I did say to her, and I shouldn't have said that, I do love her, but at the time I loved her as a person. I thought she was
You tell
icing us.
everyone you love them.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
do
remember
say that I
even
love them. I
Courtney
do.
when he told me he loved me? And it's like, oh,
Fuck you, Tegan.
God. Stop telling your friends you love them because they get confused.
Yeah, and I have, like I said, and like I never said, I'm in love with you, evil queen. Let's
I want
get
to
married.
marry you.
I said, you know, I said, I know what you think. I know what you know how I
See,
feel.
Siren Sarah.
Yeah, you know how I feel. I know how you feel. How I feel about you because I liked her. And I said, I love you, man. I do. Do you know what I mean? I did that, but at the top of it, I can't be. I got to tell the truth. I just wanted my money. She owed me money. Like you can say, oh, she owed me, and she still owes me loads, and she'll deny it. She owes me thousands of pounds for the rankings. She still owes me 25% that I never got.
Yeah, because
Yes,
you used to
Gally.
be in her chat, didn't you? And you were
Yeah.
like, come on, guys, send the gifts, send the corals.
Mm.
Right, can everyone tap the screen?
Mm.
She was like, can you sort of compare my chat and get everyone rolled up? And then she used to give them a percentage of the money that she made.
It's like a little. This is a video of me
I remember that.
a few months ago, and I was.
And I remember I never ever saw you, and then one day you went live with her, and I was like, "Oh my God, is that him?"
Big up, Val.
I didn't expect you to look. I didn't. I thought you would have looked like
Yes,
something
Roots.
else. But anyway, I
Well,
remember it. That's what I'm saying. I remember it.
She's a mod's job then. It's just, this is what I'm saying, guys. Like, she has got a lot of support. She's got a big platform. She's got thousands of people in her life. She's always going to spin and win the narrative. She's got a lot of big creators on board because she will dictate what happens for that. Listen, this is what it is about Miss Red. How you doing forever, my grand you okay? This is what it is about Miss Red, and I hope she's watching. Miss Red, Roy, when you're on a public platform, right, if two creators are at each other's throats, right, and one of them are feeling low and you don't particularly like one of them creators, and even if that creator's in the right and she's in the right, and you'll deny this, but it's the truth. You'll say, do you know what? I don't fucking like you. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to ruin you, and I'm going to jump on the other one's creator's platform, and I'm going to stick up for that one. And what she'll do, she'll fire up a live, and then she'll speak about the creator that she likes or the person she likes, and disintegrate the other one because she's got the support and followings to do it. And that's what she's done it to me. She's done it to me about fucking 20 times, to be fair. She's demoralised me. She's made me look stupid. She's said things that she thinks is real and proper shot me down. And many times she's left me like thinking, fucking hell, Miss Red, like, you know, the other month you told me you like me, now you brought me down, and she's left me demoralised as a man.
Enough's enough now. Like,
What?
we're never going to speak to her again.
Who's that?
Miss Red.
Oh, I'm just saying at the time, she went, not now, I couldn't give a flying fuck. Do you know what I mean? Sorry to swear, please, Lord. Couldn't care less. Say what you want about me, but I'm saying back then, when I was drinking, I was in a bad place, I was in a dark hole, I was grieving over my mother, and I weren't in a good hole. So things like that do affect you mentally. Do you know when you've got the pressures of the world on you, and you're not in a good spirit, and you're really low, you do turn around and say, oh, you know, I can't deal with this. Do you know what I mean? Have never seen her do that. I never see her stop speaking about people, Danielle.
Who?
She's about Miss Red.
You've never seen Miss Red talk about
Are you
people.
joking, Danielle? She does it every
Do
day.
you need to go and get your ears tested?
You know what I mean? She told you about when Ems was self-harming over her. What I've just showed you messages she's said about Angie's in a place and a bit. She's mentioned me today. Oh, about Ricksta getting his bits out and all that, demoralising me from 2 years ago. Oh, he sent it who and that, and she asked for it. And then she's cussing Talia out about her looks and about her singing, about what she does, and then you're coming in and saying she don't. Are you crazy? Because this is what I'm saying, guys. Miss Red spins the narrative to suit herself, and she's got the platform to do it. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. She does some good on the out when she brings out these peddlers and these people who are not good, and she brings it to light. But she also has people in the box who give false evidence and fabricate stuff and has them in there and says, "Oh, is that true? Is it?"
And she won't talk about her friends. Do you remember when she
Exactly.
point blank refused to do a live on Pearl, calling swearing shepherdess, that racist
Yeah,
word?
Miss J was commenting horrid stuff too because she's a right hand person. She's a right
Miss
hand man,
J's a
isn't she? You
nobody.
know what I mean? That's it. She bloody hides herself half away, doesn't she, off camera? Even though I've got pictures of Miss J. And Miss J, many times she was writing in comments the other day about bad stuff and all that.
And what about when Zach the Brat was in rehab
Vintage.
because he was SHing and he done it really badly. He was very unwell, bless him. And Miss Red said to what's his name, Fat Freak, I want you to out Zach. I want you to tell all his secrets and do all that. While Zach's in rehab. She's the worst of the worst. He literally sent a picture to Miss Red of bad things where he was so low he had done not very nice things, and she sent it to Fat Freak saying, "Can you expose him for this?"
I missed that fat freak. Fair play to him. Said no, I'm not doing that. Do you know what I mean? And I've got to give it fat freak. Do you know what I mean? It's he said what he said. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the biggest lover of fat freak, and he surely probably isn't the biggest lover of me. But at least he had a moral compass.
We agree with most things Fat Freak says, apart from when he says them about us.
Who wants to? Somebody just wanted to jump in the box.
I don't know. I sent you that video of her talking about us the other week. This is what it all stemmed from. This was our final straw.
Where did you send it me?
In your TikTok. Oh, in Ricksta's TikTok. Oh,
Right.
no, don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is what she was talking about me a few weeks
This is
back.
where it stemmed from. So
Yeah,
even though
again.
she's not talking
Right,
about
she
us
wrote-
on her platform, she goes in people's boxes. Now, just for context, Aunt Sally, who's in her 70s, accidentally sent her a message that should have been for me and Ricky. And the first thing she did was jump straight on live to talk about it and tell us what con women and whatever we are. And so this is this. So this is where it stemmed from, not us.
Is gossiping part of the faith? It is stating facts, isn't it? No weapon formed against your prosper.
Truth
You can
telling
talk.
is part of the faith.
Truth telling is part of the faith. Yeah, and gossiping it's just for people to see, isn't it? All being gossiped about, so just telling the truth, really, just saying how it is. But I'll say this is Eva Queen yet again speaking about me 2 years later. Do you know what I mean? And
This is only the other week.
trying to demoralise my auntie who's 72 and my cousin Luke, which is disgusting.
Ricky, you know I like to keep time. She wrote, hang on. Ricky, you know I like to time to keep me organised. What time later are you and Talia coming? Will I need to order extra dinner? Dinner is at 4:30.
No matter what she says, she can turn around and say, oh, Rick's been throwing up lives about me. She spent 3 hours talking about Talia yesterday.
3 hours.
3 hours, you know what I mean? And then
What's boyfriend doing?
I don't
Can you
know.
imagine him
Making
sitting there?
getting a drink. So go and get me 2 drinks. 2 drinks.
Imagine sitting there talking about like your past life, and your man is just listening. Like, it's so weird.
No,
isn't
leave me
it?
to listen. If EQ never spoke about me and just left me be, I'd never speak about her. I don't really come live on TikTok much, and when I did been doing, I've been speaking about God, praising the word, doing a bit of worship, singing with my girl.
Promoting my single.
Yeah, doing some worship leading with my girlfriend, and I'm being happy. And then she's one God botherers, Bible bashers, this and that, and it's not. And what it is, she sees true happiness, and then she goes, "Oh, watch Talia." You know what I mean? Like, oh, watch soon when Ricky breaks her heart. We've been together 7 months. You know what I mean? She knows everything about me. She's with me every day, most days. And Eva Quinn, I met you twice. You don't, you know what I mean? You don't even know 1% of what Talia knows. You didn't even know me. You didn't even know me as a person. You're chatting absolute bubbles. But let's get back to this. This is her talking about me yet again. Me. Not leave me. Like, just drop me out your mouth. Do you know what I mean? Just leave it be. I'm not against. Hey, Smokey, I'll let you in after this.
Or can't you make it? I would be grateful if you or Talia could respond and let me know. What time later are you and Talia coming? It drives me nuts when you don't respond.
No, she didn't fat shame Danny at all. She said about getting a gym membership to get some endorsing flowing through her veins to cut out the negativity.
Stand by it.
She says it to me all the time. Yeah, I mean, she would have body shamed her. She get that kid when you turn around and say, "Go and get a gym membership." You know what I mean? That's it. It's Go and get
Do
someone doing.
something with your time.
Believe me, she's got a tongue on her. If she wanted to call her body shame, she would have said a lot more revolting words. Believe me.
Ask fat
Rick.
freak.
I said, well, Sally, maybe message them.
Her best mate is a beast. He is. That's correct. EQ's best mate is a beast.
Evil Queen, you messaging dear. She went, so sorry, Chelsea. Just noticed I accidentally sent that to you. I said, it's all good.
And that's the least she said to her about going to the gym after what Miss Red said about her and demoralising in front of 5,000 people. And that's it. So you come in and defending Miss Red. Why don't you come in and say what Miss Red said? Well, Talia said something. What in front of 5,000 people? She was demoralising her and me. And me. For no, I never said a word about her.
Delusive Angie is cam too in. Hi, Ange.
Hi, Angie. How you doing?
You little god botherer. And she went, really sorry about that. Put it down to old age.
You're wild.
How uncomfortable is he?
You know what? I really like him. I really, really do. Do you know what I mean? Karma Kaz. I think he's a proper good guy. Do you know what I mean? I enjoy show. He's just a humble person. He really, really is. The more I got to know him, the more I like him. He's a realist. Do you know what I mean? He says how it is. He just says how it is. But just the bullshit is just unreal. Do you know what I mean?
And they're all going to burn in the fires of hell. She's a fraud. The other one's a con artist. And then you've got the judge.
So is that not talking about us?
Right, I've had to take this off.
You know they're all family, Karma Kaz, don't you? And
Just for the record, guys, there's things on Google. I have never in my life been convicted of any crime of misleading, conning anyone. This is just from marketing, which I do. It's my business. That's how I earn millions of pounds. Conning anyone. Never conned anyone. I've been in prison. I went to prison. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. But I done this live about this 2 years ago. Then I did it 18 months ago, and I fired up my lives about this because I was a TikToker 5 years ago on this platform doing that.
Can we all send the heart me's, please, guys? Send the heart me's, otherwise we're going to
Big
put it on
Fox,
sub only.
Michelle Ward, Ricksta does and says the worst one money. I'm not saying that I have been anything but bad in the past because I have been when I was drinking and in a bad place. And Angie, you'll relate to this, Angie, because this is what I relate to. I've related to you many times in the past. And me and Angie's not always seen
Delusive Angie.
Yeah, delusive. Me and Angie have not ever always seen eye to eye, but I've met Angie in person. We've sat down, we've had a coffee, we've had an intellectual conversation. She's a very intelligent woman. Do you know what I mean? And I like that person, and Angie, and I've told you many times that I liked Angie, and I said I got on with her. I really, really liked her. But Angie knows that when you've got drink in your system and you're intoxicated and you drink, you do sometimes say the wrong things. And one thing about you do stand up for yourself. And maybe when you're getting angry, because drink brings out the anger in us all. Come on, they call it the demon drink, don't they? You do.
Bradley's
You
here.
do. And then all of a sudden you say the wrong thing. You go, oh, what have I said? And Angie's been there many times, but at least she owns herself and says, you know what, I'm sorry, I did say the wrong. I was that person too. I said and done things I shouldn't have said. You know what I mean? And I regret that. I don't drink anymore. I haven't drank for nearly 18 months. Do you know what I mean? I'm done. Don't get me wrong. I weren't mentally compos mentis. I was still grieving my mum. My mum's only been dead less than 18 months. I weren't in a good place mentally, but I'm not in that place anymore. That's it. You know what I mean? And I'll always try my best to humble myself, and especially on this platform, to not try and belittle anybody. You know what I mean? I said one bad thing today I did, and I called Perth an old bag. You know what I mean? And I did it because she jumped on, because I've stuck up for her many times in the past, and Angie will tell you that as well. And for her coming and get demoralised by her saying that I was bullying Miss Red, I never said one bad word to Miss Red. I was just stated facts to Miss Red that I was big on the platform once. I was 1 and 2 in the rankings, had a massive following, and she got her platform off the back of me. It's the truth. That's all I said. That's because she was saying bad things about her. Anyway, let's get back to the end of this video.
Sally,
Hello, Dan.
Ricksta, and the Luke one.
Yeah.
Right, she wrote, Ricky,
Thank you, Lizzie.
you know I like to keep...
So I'm just saying that it's like one of the things where look, this is one of the videos that Bradley put up about Evil Queen yesterday. Just to let you know, I've got to play this, Brad, because I shared your video, so I hope you don't mind. You put it on your platform.
What the actual fuck?
He's put, imagine giving your new man black eyes and then using it for views before he speaks his truth. Justice for Jack. Now, Bradley has seen her a million times more than she I mean, I've seen her twice.
He knows her better than
He knows
anyone.
everything, and he knew for a fact, right, that she recorded everything that Bradley did. I remember her recording him in the kitchen, in the bedroom, when they went out together. It was everywhere. They were having a conversation. It was being recorded. And for her to turn around and say yesterday that she don't record anything, you don't put it in public domain or public media. You live on social media. TikTok's your life, Eva Queen. You record everything. So that's what I said. You could never show any more than 2 pictures of me. And I guarantee that Bradley has never seen any more than 2 pictures of me ever, ever. And he only would have seen 2 videos that I put on TikTok. He wouldn't see anything else because there was nothing else to be seen. And that's fact. I hope,
She is absolutely nothing without TikTok.
I hope she isn't nothing without TikTok. I hope Bradley one day comes up on anything and comes up and speaks the truth. Do you know what I mean?
Gregor, thank you.
Oh, thank you for that. Shall I get Smokey? Smokey wants to come in. Do I trust him to come in or what? Shall I trust him?
Well, he's only going to get kicked if he
Hey,
does anything
Smokey,
that
what?
we don't agree
Smokey,
with.
before I let you in the box, what do you want to talk about, mate? I don't mind letting you in, but what do you want to talk
Um,
about? Let me know. So give me a little heads up. Go on.
she said yesterday, oh, well, Bradley's mum died 6 years ago, so he's hardly grieving. I'm sorry, but that is still a grieving guy.
You know what I mean?
Bradley is still grieving over his mum.
Bradley knows. My mum died less than 18 months ago. She was 61. Do you know what I mean? She was like, and Bradley knows that you never stop grieving your mum. You know what I mean? I still get broken-hearted some days, every day. You always grieve. So no matter what she says, you never get over losing a loved one, especially that. Do you know what I mean?
There's nothing quite like a boy losing
Grief
his
holds
mum.
doesn't it?
And it takes a really long time. And Bradley's post, the way he goes to Benidorm every year, even I, who've never spoken to Bradley, I don't know him, even I can see he's grieving. I wonder if she like hangs around outside
So
funerals.
I can relate to Bradley. I really can. Do you know what I mean? For what he's gone through.
And he's only 22.
And he sent a lovely message to Talia about me, saying, "I know what Ricky's going through, the grieving of his mum, and it's the worst pain you can ever go through."
Losing a parent.
I was really close to my mum, and she's like I said, she died last February. I buried her last March the 9th, so she hasn't been dead long at all. And it's the most hurtfulest of pain ever. And I find that when you are at the most vulnerable in life, and I was using drink and drugs to self-medicate to get through my pain, emotional pain, everybody seems to attack you more. Do you know what I mean? Because I did have clout back then, and I had a high platform, and people liked the controversy I used to create. They'd use me to gain followers, and I was always at the back of the hate campaign. Let's go on Ricksta. Let's jump on Ricksta. Let's jump down Ricksta's throat. You know, last year was the worst time of my life, man. So I mean, my mum died, my nan died, my dog died. I lost everything. I was drinking, and I was in a real bad hole. And on top of it, Eva Queen was absolutely demoralising me on the platform. Ems was demoralising me on the platform. I was, you know what I mean?
And she used a tactic. Let me tell you, been studying psychology for a very long time. Evil Queen use a very, very popular tactic with sociopaths. And what you do is you sort of befriend everything around you. So what she did is she started to befriend his children and send them messages. And then she started to send your mum things to the house, didn't she? And she started to DM people around him. And suddenly she was forcing her way into Ricky's life. So she knew Ricky's mum. And then when she died, sadly, she then said disgusting things about Ricky's mum. Really, really awful. I'm not even going to repeat. And that's a pure sociopath. Somebody that could send your mum gifts and nice things that weren't invited, but she sent them anyway. And then to absolutely slate his mum after she died. That's a pure evil woman.
You said a lot of bad things about my mum, and then she denies it on the platform. What a Karen's fat bones, she said. Yeah, Karen and her fat bones would be ashamed. That's what she turned around and said about my mum. You know what I mean?
And she said, "Oh, I'm glad that she's not here to see you for the person that you are. But what person would be glad that their mother's not here just because you don't talk to yours?" She doesn't have bonds with people.
Hayley, you're right. What she said about Brian last night was disgusting.
Can I just bring
he's
that
an
up?
old man.
If you're watching EQ, how dare you speak
Thanks,
about
Laura.
Brian like that? A man in his 70s who's done nothing wrong to you, who is a pillar of the UK. He is an upstanding member of this community.
He's an icon.
He's an icon. He's been knighted. He's been knighted by the king for his charity work, for the work he does with animals, for everything that he does. He's an astrophysicist. He's put 50 years into the music community and is the nicest person you could ever meet in your life. How fucking dare you speak to him like that? And I tell you what, you won't be getting away with that one lightly. You want to talk about me biting the curb? We'll see. I hope I run into you one day. I really do.
Brian May's amazing. He really is. I've met him in
Brian
person,
May's a
guys.
legend.
And he's
How dare you?
these
How fucking dare
these
you?
two are don't babe, please don't.
No, it's going to
I
trigger
know,
me
but
now.
don't swear, please.
How
These
dare
two,
you, bitch?
them two are really, really close, guys. Really close. You know what I mean?
Everybody loves
It's
Brian.
like a father and daughter relationship.
Everybody.
So,
Don't you ever talk about him.
Bernie, thank you, and thank you for your support. I've seen your comment about your mum, and God bless you. And also thank you to you as well, Laura. I really appreciate. Smokey, I'm going to get you in, but I need to know what you're going to talk about, mate. Or is it relevant to the conversation? Is it relevant to
Just
Miss
let
Red?
him in and then
Or
kick him out if he starts waffling on.
if you want to jump in the box, then mate, I'll let you in.
I don't care if it's
Oh,
Christian. If you talk about someone that I class as a dad figure to me, I'm coming for you.
Hey mods, can somebody let Smokey into the box, please? One of my mods, can you let him in? Because I can't find
He's not
him.
in the box. Go up there. Who's up there?
Yeah, let's go. Oh, there you go. How you going, Smokey?
Hey, Ricksta, I spoke to you before.
Is it Tony?
David.
How you doing, Dave? You okay?
Yeah, I'm cool. Listen, Talia, you know what? You went on the X Factor, absolutely fantastic, right?
Thank you.
And Miss Red once challenged you to a song, and she's never gone in front of thousands and millions of people.
Exactly.
She's a nobody.
Exactly, and not only that, Talia works with an absolute. We all know rock legends. It's Sir Brian May, and they're very close. And they just worked on another 2 singles now. One's coming out the 8th of November, guys, next month, and it's.
What's that yet?
Well, I have.
Well, I actually
It's sorry.
followed Talia.
Don't
I
sue
actually
me! Don't sue me! Listen, guys, it's absolutely amazing. Please, it's on here. You've got a little glimpse of it on here.
Brian was going to announce that.
Oh God!
You've literally
Don't
robbed
give too
Brian.
much
Sorry, Brian.
information. Don't give too much information. But Talia, when you was on the X Factor, I actually followed you all the way, and I was,
Oh,
you
God
know
bless you,
what? I
mate.
was like, "Go on, Talia, go on, Talia, you can do it, you can do it."
Thank
Me and the
you.
missus,
Yeah,
because we
well,
all,
I made it through to all the way to the live show finals. I was really, really pleased with my effort. I was one of 2 that didn't get scouted. I auditioned against 60,000 people, and I got down to the last, I think, 14,
Yeah.
13, and made it
13,
right to
fine,
the end. So
13.
And it's just,
very
and
proud.
she's just about to do something absolutely amazing. But obviously, you've been
I
writing songs
wish
for
it
a long time.
wasn't 13, though, because 13 is unlucky, and that was unlucky for you.
Mm.
No, okay.
Anyway, before you
But
go, Dave, I'll just play you a little glimmer of what's to come from T. Have a listen to this,
go
guys.
on then.
Quick, go on. I've got to plug it now, Mia.
Sound gone.
Cool.
Is the sound gone again?
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to kick you out of the box, Dave. We can have come back and watch.
Go on, no problem. But
See you
you're
in a bit,
both
mate. Believe.
fantastic,
The
guys. You're
amazing
absolutely
thing about
fantastic.
me is that I'm so free. People say, I'm going to email your management. I'm going to email your management. You forget I pay my management.
Yeah.
I pay these people. They're not going to go against
You
me
got to pay
because
PRs
I
in a minute.
pay them. They're not going to risk their wages, are they? And at the end of the day, there is nothing that you can do to me. Go to the papers, go and send all your emails because I make people money. Just remember that.
Go on.
Ricksta, can I just say something first, right?
Go on.
I've been following you for the last 2 years, right?
Yeah.
You have gone through a fucking lot, an hell of a lot.
Thanks,
And
mate.
this year, since
Nice to meet you.
January, I think, or February,
Yeah.
you have tried your fucking hardest, your best, and everything, not to drink or anything else, or
Yeah.
do what
been
you used to do
amazing.
a year and a half, 2
I
years
appreciate
ago.
the support, guys. I appreciate the call, Dave. Honestly, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I haven't been on this live for a long time, but yeah, I mean, I am going to still continue to do the FYP on my main account, guys. And if you don't know the account, it's the Ricksta 777 for people who've just tuned in. Please watch it. I'll be back on that account tomorrow doing the FYP show. And please come across David tomorrow to watch it too. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to bring a little bit of humour to the app. I don't really want to get into these domestic debates all the time, but if I have to, I will do. And I will do it on my major platform, and I'll continue to do it until it stops. You know what I mean? The more you talk about me, the more I'm going to come back. the more you say shit about me, the more
Gonna come back.
I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to start being worse than what I'm doing. I'm going to then start bringing out massive amounts of drama,
Yep.
and I'll literally continue to do it. I haven't done nothing to what I could do. Miss Red, if you're watching me, because I know you've got a massive platform, and I know you're saying you don't give a shit.
For now.
As soon as I'm spoke about it again, I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to keep coming back, and then I'm going to keep showing videos and saying other stuff that you can do the same. You do, because you've done
Maybe
me.
we'll bring up all
You've
the
done
Facebook stuff again
you've
as
done me
well.
20 times, Miss Red, 20 times. There's nothing you can say about me anymore that I'm bothered about. You've said I'm a domestic abuser.
Ricksta,
I've
can I
conned
just say,
people. I've done things with, and you're saying stuff differently. So I want it to fucking stop. Just leave my girlfriend, drop me out of my mouth, and drop me your name out your mouth, and move the fuck on. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm sick of it.
Yeah, we'll just
Because
keep
I've been
coming back.
tamed for a long time. You're literally about to awaken a sleeping giant. You really are.
Liar.
You're literally about to, and you can laugh and say, "Oh fuck you." Listen, Miss Red, you go on with 5,000 people every day. I've been on here today, right, on a backup account. I've had 600 odd people in here. When I go on my main account and start speaking about you, right, and continue every day, because I could speak about you every single day for the next 12 months if I have to. I don't care, because there's nothing that you can say about me that hasn't already been done. This man has been broken from rock bottom, hit the curb, and was on his knees, and you spoke about me. You proper demoralised me back then with EQ, and now I have built myself back up. I'm like a phoenix, see, rising through the flames. Everything's been said, has been done. So now I've got the armor of God. I mean, not only that, I've got a shield on me. I'm made of steel. So now I cannot be broken. And I promise you now, if this does not stop, right, I will come back day in and day out. And I'll stand like for 10 hours speaking about you. I don't care. I will literally carry on and bring up every single thing every day and draw in the numbers continuously.
Ricksta, can I just say something, please? Can I say something?
Go on, mate.
When you was in the gutter 16 months ago,
Yeah.
there was no fucker there for you.
There wasn't.
There was nobody there for you. And you know what? The past 12 months, I've got respect for you because, like you said, you give up the drinking and whatever. What you went through is horrendous. And people did not pick you up or nothing. They did not stick by you. They let you fall to the fucking gutter, the pavement. They didn't care about you. Now you've come back. You're sober.
Exactly,
You've
mate.
you got a lovely girlfriend there. She's absolutely fantastic, right? You two, yeah, absolutely. But you two keep doing what you're doing, build your platform, and fuck everybody else who ignored you when you was fucking down in the gutter.
I
Fucking
appreciate that.
sod.
I really appreciate that. I really do, Dave. Right, but listen, I'm going to play this thing, so stick around to watch it because I know that you've supported Sally for finger. And Dave, come back on soon, right, bro?
I will. They drop me
Thank you.
down. Drop me
Take care,
down, bro.
Dave.
Take care. Bye bye. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
How you doing, Zavi, mate? How you doing? Well, I've got love for Zavi. Yeah, Zavi, mate. I've tried my best, mate, to like pull away from all the arguing and all the domestic stuff in here, mate. And I'm sick to death of it. But yet again, for days, mate, my name's being dragged through the mud. I know you get on with Miss Red, mate. I know you're friends. You know what I mean? And I know that you know what I mean. You support the people. My girlfriend's been spoke about daily, mate. I've been spoke about from days and days and days, and I still haven't said anything. But today I've spoke up a little bit, and I'm sick to death of it, mate. I just want to be left alone to just do my FYP stuff and do my godly stuff in here. That's all I want to do. But the more you continue to do it, you will wake a sleeping giant. And I'm telling you now, you can say whatever you want. I'll be such a thorn in your side. I will. And you can say, oh, yeah, whatever. People will listen. They will share. It will become demoralising. Stop talking about me, misread. You don't stop talking. You've been doing it for days now. And Talia, fucking stop, man. Because I am going to lose my patience. And you can laugh and say, well, I've got 5,000 people. I've got a massive following. I'm the biggest FYP. And you are the biggest FYP on here. You will be. But I will continue to talk about it until my views go through the roof. Until I cause you chaos like you cause me and demoralise me and break me. I'll continue to talk about it. I'll bring up absolutely everything about everything.
All the stuff that you thought went
I
away.
won't. I will
We'll bring
continue
it
to
up.
do it, and it won't. And you can giggle. I bet you're sitting there laughing. I'm thinking, yeah, but I'll fall up alive tomorrow with 5,000 people watching. Yeah, you will. But I'll continue to do it on my other account until
Because
them
she's the
numbers
one that
grow.
breaks.
I will keep growing, and I'll keep doing it, and eventually you won't know what to do, and you know what I mean. I promise you. So just fucking drop it out, man. Leave me to get on in peace. I'll leave you to get on in peace, and just leave it be. All right. You shake AQ's hand, become best friends again, become mates, right? And
That's the
go
goal.
and find the wrong uns on the app. You know what I mean? People who really deserve it. the paedophiles, you know what I mean? The real domestic abusers, the real bad people. Go looking for them. All right, just drop me out, man. Come on. We've already played your messages on your Instagram of what you've said in the past, sticking up for me, saying you don't believe it. But now you're going to go back on and you said, oh, I don't believe anything Ricksta said. He's full of shit. I believe everybody else but Ricksta. But you stated otherwise to me.
I'll play it again where she says, I don't believe Marcus M's. Why is it that 1 minute you don't believe something, and then when the narrative is suiting you, where you can make a bit of cash, you then start believing it? Why is that? I don't believe you were with EQ. I don't believe you was with Marcus M's. Blah blah blah. Oh, and the best thing about me is I'm not that bothered, and people can threaten me with emails and
It's
stuff
true,
like that.
Bernie,
I'm
man.
just
It's
not
true.
bothered.
People look jump to conclusions and see something and then start jumping. And it is defamation of character. And you can end up going to jail for it as well. It's like it's because people haven't really done it, so they don't really say. Let me just show here what's going on. Go on. Yeah, listen.
Rick, I'm only bloody winding you up. I don't bloody mean it. I know you wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot fucking barge pole, do you know what I mean? Oh. Sorry, Rick. I didn't think about your girlfriend, but obviously she knows it's not going to be true. You're sleeping with that little rat anyway. I won't do it again. I promise. All right.
Look at this. This is about EQ. She is crazy, isn't she? Full of it. She said she faked them. I would just say, well, hang on. All she does is lie and manipulate Brad. Was groomed. I feel sorry for him. Surely you had some. If she had anything, there would be sexual messages. She's not shown them exactly, and she never did, misread. She never showed them because she never had anything. And you stated it there. It was true. Why didn't she show anything? She never did. But then you're gone because you're friends with her. I believe EQ what she said. Because it's when it suits you, isn't it? When the narrative suits you, you know what I mean? You go, oh, yeah, I believe that. You believe you've got an opinion, but you say one opinion to me, and you've said another opinion to EQ, but she's always going to win, isn't she, Miss Red? Because she's got the platform to do so, and she'll go against you, and she'll bring you down, and she'll demoralise you and belittle you, and you're scared. And you can say you're not scared of Evil Queen. You've got the fucking biggest platform on TikTok. The biggest platform, you get the biggest numbers in, and you're petrified of Evil Queen. I don't understand why.
She's not, no. See, Miss Red has bad issues with anxiety, and she can only take so much. Where EQ can take rocks and meteors thrown at her, but Miss
Thanks,
Red
Deb.
can't. If it gets too hot for her, she breaks, and we've seen it many times. Even people like Fact Freak, anyone that comes up against her. My video that went viral, she started to get a bit shaky. And you've got to remember that, Miss Red. If you can stand it, if you've got the balls to go ahead, knowing that we're relentless, then carry on.
Pinkie Pie, I did nothing wrong today. I did nothing but defend myself and my girlfriend and say about when I was on TikTok. I never once belittled Miss Red. I never said one bad word about her. I never
No,
swore at her. I never said
no.
one bad word to Miss Red, nothing at all. And all I've done today is state the truth. I could be worse. I could say stuff. I could be demoralising. I could go back in the past. I could dig up stuff that I know and won't and say stuff.
Racist.
I could do lots, not only that other stuff that I know she knows. And I could be finger and she'll cry and she's like, but I can continue to do that continuously because I can deal with the hate because I'm used to it. She can't. I'm saying drop it. I just want it fucking nipped in the bud. You know what I mean? Have you got any compassion or you know what I mean? You are true for the thing. Miss Red, you've got my number. You can always give me a call. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm a humble geezer until pushed, but I am a sleeping lion and I am that phoenix who will rise from the ashes. And I am ready to explode if this continues and reveal stuff and do stuff as well. And I don't mean that demoralising. I'm just going to bring facts and I'm going to continue to do it.
Until everybody listens. Everyone.
Rick, I'm only bloody winding you up. I don't bloody mean it. I know you wouldn't touch. Sorry, Rick. I didn't think about your girlfriend, but obviously
Miss
she
Red
knows
used to
it's not
speak a
going to
lot,
be true.
guys,
You're
just to let you
sleeping with
know. We
that
did
little
speak
rat
a lot.
anyway. I won't do it again. I promise. All right.
So I'm going to go through some of the messages.
Sounds like she smoked about 50 fags.
Oh, I'll just drop it back. Let's leave that.
Oh, thanks, Ricksta. Oh, what a lovely message. Yeah, we're okay now, aren't we? We've had our ups and downs, but
I've
we get
always
there.
supported. This is what I'm saying about guys. I've supported Miss Red massively. Pearl, I've supported fucking massive, like fired up lies about her and had her back properly. Never had mine. And then today, jumping Miss Red's live when I never said anything wrong. You know what I mean? And to go on saying you're bullying a woman when I didn't, I just stated a few facts. He's disgusting, man. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, Alsa, she's just a she's a strange one, isn't she? Do you know what I mean? I've not actually personally done anything to her. She come in my room attacking me, calling me a fat cunt and everything. Do you know what I mean? She's the one with the problem, not me. But I just ignore her. I just don't even bite to her. Not that I'm scared of her, because I have offered her out before. Yeah, I just don't buy into it. Yeah, just these trolls, man. They want you gone, don't they?
Yeah, Mandy, I'm not going to stop
It
until I'm
only
ready.
seems to happen when I fall out with Evil Queen. When I fall out with her, that's when it starts. You know, she's got a massive fucking troll army, troglodytes, and once she's, you know, got a bee in a bonnet and she's not getting what she wants, friendship, whatever, it's attack, attack, attack. But
Yeah, there's what you go. Miss Red really admitted there in a substantial way that she's scared of Evil Queen. She's got all the trolls in the army, which I've just stated on here. Instead of doing the right thing, she does the wrong thing. And I've told you before, if you're watching Miss Red, because I say that you are, it's being screen recorded, yeah, that you've got probably the biggest platform on this app because you're very consistent and you've got your daily show that people watch. You are a match for Evil Queen, and you've always backed down. You always have. And this is what you've done on me and Talia is the white flag for Evil Queen. And you can say, "Oh no, because I don't believe Ricksta," but you've stated in there that you do believe me on many occasions. Not one
So
message.
desperate to make up with
A few messages on there where you've stated different. I don't believe, but then you're going to try and backtrack and say, "Oh no, well, I didn't believe it back then." And Evil Queen did this. Evil Queen never came with any sexual things. I never did anything, and I've got the real statements, and you know, what I mean, I've got but you go with the narrative of Evil because he's scared of her. You're not scared of the Rickster because the Rickster don't fill up the room like Evil Queen, and Evil Queen's fucking ruthless when she comes for you, and the words she comes out with and what she says about you. She's very quick, very witty, EQ, very intellectual, so she destroys you intellectually because you couldn't. No disrespect, Miss Red, you could never compete with EQ intellectually. She'd tear you a new one, and that's why you're scared. But believe me, now I'm me again, and I'm not drinking, and I'm compass mentis, and I mean, I have been so tame of what I can be. I'm 5%. I don't want to do this. I don't want to come for you. I don't. But if you carry on for me, and you can say me up, so I don't give a shit. I will literally go in ham. I will be a lion. You can say what you want because you can say what you want about me. It's been done. It's been said. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, God, but I don't. So lately, I've said I wouldn't have come for you if you didn't start throwing up lies about her and me continuously for days, for fucking days. Just drop the shit. You've got my number, like I said. If you want to talk, let's talk. If not, if you want to go to war, fucking do it, man. Bring it on. But I tell you what, as soon as you do it, I'm not stopping. I will not fucking stop.
lovely week. I ain't even had a drink. Have a lovely weekend, darling. Take. I remember when she come on my live and said it all about you broke a jaw and things like that, and she never come up with any evidence, did she?
That's another thing what she did about KJ. I let her in the box and started saying all this about somebody that had said lies about me and getting fired universe. And I said, look what she's done. It wasn't for months later that she came in and everybody knew she was lying. She'd done it to about 20 people on TikTok. And I said, you've played that on live about me and it ain't true, man. Look, and I was not in a good place. Yet again, coming for me 20 times at least she came for me,
But
Miss
you
Red has.
you can't be friends with somebody like Miss Red. Miss Red has to choose her path because of what she does. She will never have a true friend, never. Even with Luke, right? Even though they're good friends, he'll never go because people are writing, "Oh, is Luke going to come for you now because they're good friends?" He'll never go for Ricky because there's a mutual respect, okay? He probably just won't get involved. But Miss Red will throw anybody under the bus. Untrustworthy, somebody that you could never be friends with. You couldn't trust a snake like that. I mean, look at Zach the Brat sending
It's all about
private
perspective.
pictures of her.
Sorry, guys.
For private pictures to her of all his troubled times, and she sent them straight to Fat Freak. I mean, this is the kind of person that you're dealing with here. Fires up lives about people who are mentally unstable, opens up all the boxes. You've got to remember, everything Miss Red talks about has absolutely nothing to do with her.
Let's answer this.
Oh, please don't. Don't.
Hello. Hello. Oh, go on. It's my phone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying don't answer it. And by the way, everyone, the number that EQ docs was just a burner sim. I'm not that stupid to phone her off my number. Please keep calling it if you like. It's now in the pin.
But anyway, guys, listen, we're going out. We've got things to do tonight. We've got something to do. We've got Bible studies. We've got Bible studies. People say, "Oh yeah." Listen, guys. Listen,
Fake Christians that waste their time at Bible.
I think I've been as much Christian as I can be today. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, if it wasn't through
Jesus flipped tables.
if you know what I mean.
Jesus flipped
Yeah, he
tables.
did flip tables. I've kept proper cool, man. I think I've been really, really humble. I've said a few things, but I haven't been demoralising. I haven't said anything too bad. Okay, Angela. I haven't said anything too bad. I hope you report everyone else's like too. Not that they do anything. Not that they do anything. So please, guys, I've kept it humble. Please go and follow my main account, the Ricksta 777. And yeah, we'll be back on here over the weekend. To keep it, to hopefully Sunday, to do something good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what we're gonna do?
I'll just come back to well, this is for the godly stuff, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, give it a follow, guys. Guys, if you're not, please follow my account, the Ricksta 777. All right, that's probably someone like Mixter. He's the kind of person because he's up.
Maybe someone's doxed
Yeah,
you.
no, it's Mixter. That is. It's that
Didn't
silly
someone
little boy.
dox EQ last night?
Probably, yeah. You know what I mean. So one of my
Did you
old
take the number
one
down?
of my old mods has got my number, hasn't he? So continuously to call. They don't like what I'm
Yeah, but
saying.
EQ has your number. It could be anyone.
No, she's got my old number.
But she doesn't have this new one.
No.
Oh.
Okay. You showed your own number, and I've never showed my own number. You're talking about yesterday, guys. A number that was on here. I've never showed my number. I won't show my number. It was in the messages we've misread. You're not gonna have my number. Anyway,
Okay.
guys, listen. Please follow this account.
Well, there's a video of EQ literally doxing my number.
Yeah,
So
there is, yeah.
let's go to the police. Let's all go to the police. And obviously the slander for Brian May. I mean, I wouldn't like to be her. That's slander. Imagine telling the whole internet what she said about an international rock star. I mean, do you
Thank
have
you,
a lot of
Sadie.
money? How much money do you have?
Banana coins, I swear to God. You've been going on about me for years and you're from Brummie. Yeah, last time you was in an institution, do you remember? Do you know, because I think you know Cuddles and everybody, the people that I know. You know what I mean? Bloody hell, message me. I'm always in Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham. Stop. You're an old man. You're about 57 or 58. If you've just message me and just meet me, innit? Do you know what I mean? And just we'll have a talk. Stop doing it on the app. Stop being silly. Grow up, man. You've been doing it for years. Years.
Okay, can we come back tomorrow or later or something?
Yeah,
So we got to go out
yeah,
now.
we've got to go out, guys. Listen, God bless you all, right? And please follow this account. And please follow the Ricksta 777. And also follow Talia's account. But I want to leave it on this before I go, guys. Hang on.
Yeah, what she said about Brian is disgusting. I've taken it off.
Oh, yeah, guys, it's gone. Right, guys, listen, we'll speak to you soon. God bless. And please, hello, Sadie. Please follow this account, right? Take care. Thank you.